dim these versions of myself just to feel like I'm a good person. I am a great person. I also would like to go off on people. I also would like to curse people out. I would like to set boundaries and I would like to not feel bad about it. I would like to say how I feel in the moment and not be the bigger person in the moment and feel like a coward when I got home because I didn't say anything. I played the bigger person. I kept the peace. There was a version of me that was like, I'm not willing to keep the peace anymore. If I got to take out my sword and slay the demons of other people, and that's exactly what I'm going to do without condemning myself, because condemnation is not required to heal.
Oh, no, I ain't want to start with that. You ready? What'd you say you about to do, Marcus? Oh. One, two, one. One, two, one, two. You ready?
I'm ready.
Huh? No. Yeah, that's straight. You can hit that jump, hit the button for me. I kind of wanted to start this week off I've got to start off with a bunch of hard criticism on some of my favorite rappers, probably especially one of my favorite DC rappers of all times. I'm not gonna lie, Shy Glizzy let me completely down. But before I get to Shy Glizzy, because I skipped the week and forgot about talking about Glorilla, those two horrible songs that Glorilla put out the other day, like I can't, man, Glorilla, Jesus Christ.
Gorilla's music is struggling because she's trying to fit in a box that she wasn't meant to be in. How the fuck you go from making fuck nigga free music to now saying he know I'm special? First of all, anytime I heard the older generation call a motherfucker special, they'll try to call your ass slow, slightly touched. So that's partially why I can't get into the song. Just hearing that shit special, I'm insulted. Like when Glorilla was making the music where she was hyping herself up, hyping up other females, like people was fucking with her because it's like, okay, period, sis, talk your shit. Glorilla's sound is not meant for R&B or whatever the fuck direction she's trying to go. It is not meant to make lovey-dovey music. And even her back catalog before she got famous didn't even give this vibe. And another creator pointed this out. I wish I can find her video. I like and favorite shit too much. But she pointed out how in the Sunday Service remix video with Lotto, Flo Milli, and motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion, pay attention to Glorilla. The ugly duckling syndrome was seething out. Because let's be honest, before she got her nose done, went to the gym, got her titties done, got her teeth done, we not finna sit here and act like Glorilla was somebody you looked at like, damn, she cute as fuck over there. We're not gonna act like that. However, when Glorilla got on amongst her group of friends, now she's who people gonna look at. But it hit different when you go around a different set of bitches. You can see it in her face in the background of the video, like it processed to her in real time, like, yeah, I made it amongst my people, but compared to what these bitches got going on, they got the body, they got the face, they got the hair, they got the team, like, damn. And then when that typically happens, they start studying the people around them. The person around them at the time was Megan. When you're already insecure it's quick for you to fall into the comparison games. And it don't help that people do the comparison, so now you're comparing yourself to that person. It comes down to Megan. Megan is naturally confident. And no matter what size she has been, she has a naturally nice build. She has a great stage presence, and whether you like her or not, people will not stop talking about her. That's how you know she's that girl. And when you go back and watch that Sunday service video, you can see in the background that she kind of feel overlooked. And that she really didn't know what to do because, again, these are a different group of bitches compared to the bitches that you came up with. And you can see it in her face in real time, her downloading all the shit she was watching with them, how they was shaking their ass, how they carry themselves. At the end of the day, she's human. It started off as admiration, then it became comparison, then it showed her insecurities that she had within herself. So she slowly started to resent Meg. The creator that brought up the Sunday service said that when she went to the concert, you could feel the energy shift between the two. And if the crowd can feel it, y'all don't think that Megan could feel that shit too? And again, you can tell when a bitch trying to be you. But in my honest opinion, I think that Megan slowly started to fall back from her, not like aggressively, but like, yeah, you know, I fuck with her, brought her on my tour, that's my girl, but I don't know what's going on. It's like an identity crisis. So let me fall back a little bit. Which is why I feel Glorilla took the approach to things the way that she did. The shady story with the Tory Lanez song. Going to go get Megan's worst stylist that she ever had. And he was on trial going against her. And what's even crazier is that Glorilla didn't realize majority of her fans came from that Megan tour. A lot of Megan's fans fucked with her because they said, okay, finally Megan got somebody that's genuinely around her. So they wanted to support her. Then they find out that you're being a weirdo because you're low-key obsessed with her because you want to be her because you're not used to being a presentable woman when it comes down to men. You were not men's first pick. You were a secret. So now that she feels like she's downloaded all the information that she needs to be able to appeal to men, she's now trying to go into that route of music. And respectfully, it's just not your sound. Who she needs to take notes from is Mono Leo. This lets you know, like, yes, Stunna my man. I love him. I don't play about him. But it's still fuck you niggas. Because trying to force this sex appeal on us, I want her to stop. Because it's like watching that performance. Y'all remember when it was like all red on stage? I think it was like a BET award show or some shit. And she was up there trying to give like a little sexy dance. And when she slapped her ass, it sounded like this. Yeah, nah. That's what it feel like watching her do this shit all over again. Glorilla's music is struggling.
So, like I said, Glorilla put out a jump. She put out 2 songs last week. One was called March. The other one was called Special. I'm sure if you follow Glorilla, she made a video with her and her boyfriend Brandon Ingram. She was still trying to promote the song. I don't, like I said, I'm not a woman, so I didn't do the extreme deep dives, and that's why I did play this young lady breakdown, because I feel like, I mean, of course, women relate to Glorilla differently from me just liking the music. So maybe what they see in her or the flaws they may see in her is some of the reasons why they may feel like her music is disconnecting with a larger audience. But these last 2 songs, like y'all know, I was somebody who went out on a limb, even with the Cha-Cha joint with her and Fabio last year. I still was like, man, I like the joint. It was cool, whatever the case may be. And then, of course, Glorilla came back. And I think that's one of the reasons why you may not see as many people trashing these last 2 songs, because I think a lot of people probably like, I don't want to look like the idiot again calling Glorilla out, and then she put out these 2 duds, and then she come back with another classic project. Because let's be clear, her last project was complete fire. She had at least 5 strong, solid, undeniable hits on it, and that was her bounce back from the Cha-Cha Jones. So I do think realistically, that's why you don't hear the loud, like how, remember when Cha-Cha came out, man, I'm talking the internet was cooking Glorilla. They was killing her. They made her sit here and literally take a break from the internet and kind of really regroup herself and come back strong. But these 2 songs just wasn't it. Like, they was just trash. And again, like I said, I'm not even going with a super complete, like, deep. It was just corny. Like, she was just like, after February, what is it? March. I'm like, bro, what? Like, I just like, it was just cheesy. Like, both of the songs were just super cheesy and just like special. Like, I'm like, bro, it's just
the Monster. Did it fit the video though?
I mean, I didn't watch the video. You know, I don't really watch videos like that. But this song was just trash.
Because that was the one with the bands, right?
Yeah, it was the one with the bands, but still, just like, bro, that song was just garbage. Like, I couldn't, like, for me with Glorilla, I'm like, I don't even know if you needed to put something out right now, because your other songs are still got so much legs, even still on the internet. Like, you can still cut that joint on with her and Sexy Red, and it's still going, every time it come on, people gonna go crazy for it. So I don't think realistically you even needed to force it. Like, you could just take your time, and it's like.
But did she got a song on the radio though?
They still kind of, I mean, like, you talking about like heavy rotation, like how like Cardi B or Folded. No, she don't have no joint in rotation like it to that level right now. But like, I mean, I don't know though. Them songs ain't gonna make it on the radio. them songs is trash, like complete. Like I don't even know which one was worse, the special or the March jump, but both of them jumps was extremely horrible. Like I just was I was really disappointed in Glorilla, but I kind of like I was happy that the internet didn't do what they did to her last time when it came to the Cha Cha jump. But again, like I said, I just know how the internet.
But it wasn't her song, right? Was it? It was what's name?
Who that Cha Cha jump? It was hers. It was on the CMG compilation album.
Oh, I thought it was the dude.
No, it was no. Fabio was just on it, but it was no, it was her jump. But again, like I said, I forgot about that, so I had to start it off like that. But going into new music that came out this Friday, and I do like besides Shy Glizzy jump just being trash, I do kind of realistically want to just even point out the fact that I think even for when I seen a dude make a video when he was talking about 21 Savage. And I mean, of course, Atlanta is different. So people don't look at doing like 21 Savage or Young Thug or Lucci doing Big Bank. They don't look at that doing, I guess, like a local podcast platform because, I mean, who Big Bank is. But realistically, it's still local because, I mean, it is. I mean, let's be clear, Big Bank, I mean, of course, the Breakfast Club pick it up, take clips from it or whatever the case may be. So it may not feel as local. But for somebody like Shy Glizzy, not just the music being trash, but you can't just put out music and you're not doing no marketing and promotion. Like, you're not Beyonce, you're not Drake. I think a lot of people have to, especially for a lot of rappers, where it's like, you kind of like at this point, I ain't gonna sit here and say you I mean, you a little bit bigger than local because I mean, of course, you can pay for promotion on Say Cheese and Academics, but people not really talking about it. So when I'm sitting here saying like, if I go if you listen to Joe Budden on Saturday, they didn't bring up Shy Glizzy. If you listen to the Breakfast Club on Friday and Nyla Simone, she's from the DMV area. When she play her new music on Friday, and she got a segment on Fridays where it's called Pass the Ox. She didn't bring up Shy Glizzy. They talked about 21 Savage. They talked about Nas and Preem. They talked about whoever else. Nobody didn't bring. So that's my thing when I'm sitting here saying, even for somebody like Shy Glizzy, if you coming back out, you gotta kind of get back on your on your local podcast run, because it's like Shy Glizzy still kind of like, if you listen to this project, he rapped like we were still in the DMV era of like, yeah, well, you were the biggest rapper from this area because people was listening to Go-Go. I mean, he should do a front porch. He should do a tequila talk. He should do everything because nobody's nationally is talking about it. So you can't act like you bigger than the area because nobody nationally is talking about it. Like if no other national bigger podcasts or bigger radio stations aren't talking about you, you have to come and do local stuff. But even still, the music is horrible. So I mean, I'm not even mad that you don't do no promo run because there's nothing even good to talk about with the music. The music just sound like literally, if you listen to that whole project, real quick, before even just to kind of stay right there, when I'm saying how bad it is and how kind of like out of touch it is, I'll start with just the very first song. The very first song on the project is called Free Car. Shy Glizzy, I think you got to be like 33, close to 35. Bro, you putting out a Free Car song and doing it by yourself is corny. Like that to me is almost like some culture vulture stuff because one, you don't live here no more. So you sitting here taking something that the kids is doing and not putting the kid on the song, to me is corny. It sound like that Free Car song sound like what a white boy would sit here and go do if he was trying to make a drill song. Like how people felt about Slim Jesus when he came out and he was doing the drill music. Me listening to that, because if you listen to pick one, I don't know none of these youngest names by all the top of my head, but if you go down a rabbit hole on YouTube and pick up one of these DMV or DC rappers that's doing the Free Car music and listen to how that authentic that music sounds, like that music sounds extremely dangerous. It sounds like something that I shouldn't be listening to, and I know for a fact I ain't coming on this podcast to talk about. That's how wild that music sounds. So for it to sound like that, and then the Shy Glizzy come in into it, and it sound like the white person version of this. Like you black, you from one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in DC, but listening to that song, it sound like a nigga who ain't from here making a Free Car song. So it was just like that to me was like, it's like you too out of touch, and you can't do the, when you were coming up.
Who is his audience? Because do his audience grow, or is it still the same? You know what I'm saying? Like, because like I said, I didn't know nothing about it. I just saw it just before you even walked in here. When I say, I'm like, damn, who the hell got a go-go picture on Apple Music? So who is his audience? Is his audience still young, or is it like, you know what I'm saying? Like who?
I mean, his audience, I will hope he will want his audience to grow. So, I mean, his audience realistically is 30 and over. Because you think about when he came out, you saying if he came out, 10 years ago, or 2011, 2012, even if somebody was if you someone they was 15, 28, 27 now, or 30 on the nose, whatever. Like, dog, you and the people 9 times out of 10, a core Shy Glizzy or somebody who called themselves a real Shy Glizzy fan, 9 times out of 10, they ain't no younger than 28. If that. Realistically, I'm shooting like I think that they realistically probably in their 30s. So it's just but even for that to be said, it's just like listening to the music, it just don't sound right. And I think he's still rolling out and pushing out music. Like listening to the music, you still think people gonna respond like we not used to, like, because let's be clear, when you first came out, yeah, all right, and if your competition was Fat Trail, Top Dollar, Light Show, and the Slutty Boys, yeah, cool, you could probably even still may have got away with that, but that's not your competition no more. None of them really don't put out music no more. They not and if they do, they just doing it just off of the strength of just because they like putting out music. They're not trying to do it on a competitive level. So you to put out this music on the same day as somebody 21 Savage dropping, and you on Apple Music, your competition now is 21 Savage. When we listening to Shy Glizzy, I'm comparing you now to even some of the people who came up after you, from the Lil Babies, the Gunners, Huncho, any of these people. That's who these people ain't even your peers, no, realistically, because they didn't already bypass you. But that's who we gonna compare it to now, because now DMV people not just listening to go-go no more. There's not just a handful of local artists like sitting here, okay, these people are the ones who kind of on World Star and they on live mixtape. No, you're competing with the world now, and you're not, and I'm listening to this music, it can't compete with the world. I can't even sit here. I don't even, this is, to me, this is his worst project. So if he was still competing with those 3 or 4 dudes, it wouldn't have been compared to what he used to put out. Like, this was literally his worst project. I can't compare it to nothing else he put out before, but it's just him on the jump, like whining. It sound like you whining, and you responding to Ant Glizzy, but not trying to like say his name. So you saying bloggers and this, that, and the third. Like, it's only people who even acknowledge you realistically, and that's not no shade. It is Ant Glizzy and the DMV hoods and news. Nobody not checking for Shy Glizzy. Nobody give a fuck. So you can't come out and rap and make it seem like niggas gonna give a fuck what you talking about. And then and it's a difference between like when you're making a music about like heartbreak. If I'm comparing it to like Wale project, Wale sound like a grown man who's looking in the mirror and been through relationship problems, and he's holding himself accountable. Shy Glizzy on that joke sound like he's whining about, he literally sound like a nigga whining about relationships wasn't going right for him from tricking on bitches. And then for niggas, because guess what niggas gonna do? They just gonna Google, because I literally was in a group chat with like 20 niggas, and niggas was like, I ain't even know Shy Glizzy ever was in a relationship. Why the fuck he on this junk crying like he got girl problems? And then the only thing niggas gonna put up is, nigga, you been in relationships with white bitches catching domestic violence charges. Nobody don't want to hear that shit.
The last time we talked about him was the interview shit.
But again, so that's my point of nobody don't care, and the music, just me listening to it, it's like, bro, you had the audacity to try to redo TCB Ass Clap
on it,
nigga, and it ain't even a go-go version. Like, there's not even like a bounce beat to it. It's just like he just tried to, and I mean, of course, realistically, that TCB joint is an original. It's Project Pat, but he tried to do it like TCB. He even mentioned Polo in the song and all that. I'm like, bro, come on, stop. But that's my point. Like but my thing is, it's so out of touch and it's so nasty. It's like, but niggas who actually make go-go beats and can change them in there. You could have went and got Rod. You could have got Roger to help you. You could have got Pork Chop. I know that you know these people personally. And if you don't know these people, you know people who know them personally. Like, who got their number and they can call them and they will answer off the rip. So for you to try to sit here and you try to redo TCB, make that ass clap, and not even make this shit sound like some go-go shit was just stupid. Like, that was a smack to the whole city in the face. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
So, but when you, the out of touch situation is just like, all right, like a lot of people try to clown Wale, but I feel like even with Wale, we compare, this is how you know how bad this is for Shy Glizzy. If you compare, like, think about the biggest critiques to Wale, oh, he not from DZ, this, that, and the third. If you listen to what I'm saying, if you're talking about from an out, I seen somebody even, I forgot who I seen, somebody post this on Threads, and they was like, and they not even from, no, they not even from here. They was like, what did they say? I just watched Wale's Off the Porch, and he feels more DC than the niggas that people sit here and say is really from DC. So with all that being said, if you compare, if I'm just going off the last 2 projects that both of these 2 people put out, or just even the way they're doing it, even the way Wale has done his rollout for his project, the sneaker, shout out to Wale, he had a sneaker release at Iverson Mall for those Nike flights. If you comparing all of that, and I'm just comparing what Shy Glizzy sounds like an out of town nigga trying to make a DC project. Like, one of the things, listen to what I'm saying. So exactly what I was about to ask, like, because we like, oh, we want the Wale, the go-go, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
No, I'm not even. This is what I'm saying. Not even. I ain't even talking about just the go-go.
No,
but again,
but I'm just saying. But because, like I said, I'm not a Shy Glizzy fan, so I don't know what his type of music is. So that's why I'm just like,
his music was like Lil Baby before Lil Baby. Like he was supposed to be the big drug dealer. So
that's what I'm saying. But if you're rapping about a lot of stuff like going in it, but you're not even in the city, that's what I'm saying. Like, is he the type? Like I said, you're rapping about shit, but you're living in LA. You're living in
So what it sounds like you trying to rap about DC shit, and you sound like a nigga. Like exactly what you just said. You're trying to rap about DC shit from an LA point of view. Like people telling you what's going on. It don't sound like I can listen to local people who are local. Like what you consider a local rapper. One of these youngins from this free car music. Even if not, just take it out of the free car music. It's an older dude out of Southeast. His name A-Town. And he got a bunch of songs with the New Dallas niggas. He got songs with Billionaire Zoe and what's my other man? Montana 700. He sounds like a nigga who's still outside in a trap selling fucking drugs. When I listen to him, that shit sound like some Jeezy shit. Like the shit that got him even buzzing on the internet was him freestyling over old Jeezy songs. But it sound like a nigga who was real live in the trenches right now. And that's the difference. Like you cannot people. Again, this is for Shy Glizzy. Is like. People ears are too trained to listen to rap music now. So I know the difference between I'm listening to a nigga and I really feel like a nigga is talking his real life from a nigga just sounding like he just putting out some bullshit. And this project from Shy Glizzy sound like he was just putting together some bullshit. It didn't sound like I don't even know why the fuck he even pressed send on any of that shit. Like, I don't want to hear you whining and crying about your relationships not working from bitches that you was paying for. Like, that shit sounds stupid as shit. Like, it's no way in hell you just listen to Wale put out that project and the way Wale was talking about how his relationships wasn't working and how shit, and then you had the audacity to come back and put like, what are you doing, dog?
It'd be more authentic if you was talking about like in the like you dealing with hood.
No, he ain't dealing with hood bitches, so he can't make some shit for no hood. But how? He dealing with white girls. But this is the thing, again, when I'm sitting here saying where he's so detached and not even in like sometimes the male ego could be so dumb. And this is not no shade to him, but it's like where we at now when you first came out, you seem like, oh, this is man, he a young nigga, he with all the drug dealer niggas. But now it's like, nigga, you don't look like you got more money than Lotto or Glorilla or Meg Thee Stallion. Like it's bitches out here who look like they fucking like doing it on a different level. So now when you coming out and that's what your raps is still trying to cater to that style, it don't hit the same because it's like we see it like we not just it's not just what we see in DC no more. We all on social media. So when we comparing rappers, like you rapping about shit and it's just like it don't even sound rich to like regular shit that we see on scamming niggas on the internet be doing like you, but so it's hard for the music to transition and hit the same way. It's like you either got like at this point in the age where rapping is like you gotta really rap to the struggle or you gotta make some hit records. And I always say that, and he don't got no hit records and you're not talking to the struggle, so you're gonna always miss people with just some blah generic shit. This because I would just because like even with you how you explain it, and it's like if we just keeping it in the DMV and just how like, because even like listening to Cordae, a lot of stuff that he rap about is like, all right, cool. I'm not gonna say he was a privilege, but he wasn't in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like he raps like, all right, yeah, but I listen. But again, if we compare, you could name every nigga from here. I'm gonna tell you could Cordae. I'd rather listen to that last Cordae project. I'd rather listen to that last Wale project. I don't even know what Logic last project sound like, but I go out on a limb and just blind eyes say I'm sure that last Logic project was better than the Shy Glizzy shit. But that because me, like I said, I've listened to all three of those. Like I said, but that's more mine. Like I said, I don't like the whole gangster rap shit. Even from here, I don't listen to it. So that's what I'm just like I say, hearing that. Okay, so but I'm gonna tell you, and I can even say one more thing that he did wrong, and I think a lot of rappers are kind of doing wrong because you see what worked for Gunna, it's not gonna work for everybody else. So niggas is trying to make songs like you trying to like sound sweet for, or even because Boston Richie do it well is too. It worked for Gunna, it worked for Boston Richie, but everybody can't really do like the trick and shit and trying to make some songs that sound sweet for the girls. Like that shit just not gonna work for everybody. Like this shit was just like Shy Glizzy doing an imitation of somebody else at a horrible clip. And then the crazy thing is his last project was fire. He had Chris Brown on his last project. Like I don't know. It was I think Roses or something. It was like him. It was like a tan cover with a bunch of roses in it. Like he had like a red outfit on or something. It came out like 3 years ago. Because I think the last one I seen, what was the joint we had the infrared on it? It was blue. Oh yeah, that shit was a long ass time ago. Yeah, because I don't like I said like that. He was like that. I'm gonna tell you how long ago that was. That was before when Shy Glizzy probably was NBA YoungBoy's biggest feature at that time.
Yeah, like I said,
Like he had NBA YoungBoy on that project, and NBA YoungBoy was bigging up Shy Glizzy on that project. That's what you talking about.
Joint.
But again, like I said, just even for him though, I think you just got the wrong people around you, and nobody even keeping it in the bean. Because for you to have a little shimmy feature and you do the hook, that shit is retarded.
That's the bad with the 3.
Yeah, like how do you cannot listen to what I'm saying? Little Shimmy is not a rapper. He's a hook nigga. He make catchy hooks. He make vibes. Why you can't have a catchy vibe hook nigga with a verse and you trying to do the hook and you ain't put out music in 3 years? How the fuck are you? You cannot do. You should not be doing a hook and you got a hook nigga. You got him with a verse. Nobody's coming to listen to Lil Shimmy try to rap. You want to hear Lil Shimmy do a hook? That don't even make sense. That's how. If you want to just sum it up and know how bad that project is, for you to sit here and go get a non-rapper, somebody who's popular for his hooks and his vibes, not what he's saying on the verses, you cannot give him a verse and you do a hook. That don't make sense. That's just fucking ass backwards.
Has he had it since the Crew joint? Has he had a hit since that?
Nah, but I like this last project since then though. But he hasn't had a hit. But I don't necessarily even think you had to have a hit if you were kind of just a little bit more like. I think sometimes if you're gonna be, my thing is he may have seen enough.
Like that's the last verse I remember is that the Crew joint.
That probably to the rest of the world, that probably was his last biggest verse that probably anybody have heard. But that's just not like, it was just bad, dog. Again, if you want, and you kind of want to keep it on DMV and somebody else who was on Apple Music, New Friday Music, man, shout out to Rico Nasty. And that's the thing, and that's my point of like, and of course, Rico Nasty is probably like almost an acquired taste. Like you got to kind of really be into like the rock and roll rap type of joint. To me, it make good gym music. Like if you in the gym, you can let that new Rico Nasty joint play. You can get your cardio in. You can lift heavyweights or whatever the case may be. But she knows her lane, and it's perfectly fit for her. Like it sounds like if you like Rico Nasty, or you've ever heard a Rico Nasty song, and you're like, oh, this kind of I like this. It's different. It's something completely different. She stay in her lane. Her lane is her lane. But again, it's just sometimes for a man, like I'm just looking at it like I need to hear some growth. Like I need to be able to be like, damn, are you actually been out here? You didn't live life. You didn't have some real experiences. You done some shit. Like he ain't just like, I'm just listening to this shit and just like, bro, you might have just missed your window. And I think sometimes them breaks can do that to a lot of artists. And I don't think no artist is above you taking too long off and then niggas is kind of just, we cool on you. Cause that ain't like that. Listening to that shit was just like, bro, you could have kept this. And what kind of throw me off, even just with the album cover, it's like, nigga, the album cover looks so hard. Like you young, you in the go-go with your little gun, John. I'm like, oh, this John about to go crazy. Like I listened to that before I listened to 21 Savage, and he pissed me off so bad. I thought 21 Savage shit was trash because I was so mad that his shit was so garbage. I had to go back and listen to 21 Savage over the weekend and really kind of like, oh, all right, 21 Savage, y'all was getting his shit off. But again, like I said, that was just my little new music thing. Again, shout out to 20. Oh, matter of fact, real quick, because I feel like I got to do a deep dive on 21 Savage, but I do have a question for the listeners. If you are familiar with Mona Leo and Stunner for Vegas, I was kind of wondering who is the best rap duo boyfriend and girlfriend, because I kind of feel like, and let's be clear, the women clean the niggas up every time on a song. Like Mona Leo raps 100 times better than Stunner for Vegas. But Lotto, if you I don't know how many of y'all really pay attention to 21 Savage and Lotto when they on songs together, but Lotto rap 21 Savage under the bus every time they on a song together. And they got at least like 6 songs together.
Really?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that. What songs they got? I probably didn't pay no mind.
What was Lotto's first project? Damn, what was her first Joan? It was she'd have had 21 Savage damn near on every album she done dropped. Lotto featuring 21 Savage. Pull Up, that was on that first Joan. Willie. It was on, she had him on her last album. What was the because Willie was off of 7 21 Savage. Oh, let me see. Pull Up, Willie. And she was on his last project. Well, she was on his Pop Out Joan. Let me see. Why all the songs don't come up?
Oh, if you saying couples, I still think what's the name of them hold the crown.
Who?
Cardi B and Offset.
But they ain't together no more.
No, I'm just saying, like if that's what we going off, just the.
Damn, I feel like I know they got more than 3 songs together.
Yeah, I never heard any.
Willie, Pop Out. What was his last album? I feel like
I saw a Bonnet on it. Talking about the last one, not the and with Drake.
Maybe she was just on nudie shit. Maybe that's what I'm confusing. I know she was on nudie last project. She wasn't on this American Dream job.
That's why when you said that, I didn't know she had that.
Oh yeah, she wasn't on that last project. I'm confusing his last project with nudie last project. But yeah, I mean that was it. I didn't have too much more, but again, like I said, shout out to 21 Savage. I did like that 21 Savage project. Probably my favorite. I meant to say, yeah, that song with him and Drake was pure dog shit. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like that song with him and Drake, they could have kept that in the can. That's their first time they missed. Like I feel like they don't never miss. And I ain't even just talking about just off the album, I'm talking about even just off of the Jimmy Crooks joint off of the Honestly Nevermind, off of the Knife Talk off of the Certified Lover Boy. Like what else was he was on? 21 Savage was on. I know he was on for all the dogs. I can't remember the name of it, but I feel like they never missed. I feel like them two, like 21 Savage and Drake, was damn near almost shooting at the same clip as Drake and Rick Ross. But
do you blame Drake?
What you mean?
For that one?
For this newest one?
Yeah, I feel like he was trying to do because it's just Drake I didn't like. I think he was trying to like your flow or whatever you was trying to do is just like it didn't fit it. Like you was trying to fit it. It didn't fit the song.
I just felt like they wasn't rapping about nothing, and I just feel. I mean, I like the way they changed up. I like the different flows that they use, but I just feel like they wasn't talking about nothing. Like I feel like you have to say something in these songs. Like you can't just think you're gonna get away with just off of pure cadence. Like your cadence got to be so like the only person I feel like right now that off of the top of my head that can just get away with pure cadence, like their cadence just carry the song is Playboi Carti. Like Playboi Carti is literally the only rapper right now I can sit here and say I don't know what the hell he be saying, but this nigga just be cranking like shit. Like Playboi Carti is literally the only rapper right now off the top of my head I could be like, you could just like let him go. He just gonna, and I ain't saying he gonna do it every time, but on the right songs when he's supposed to, like when he that jump last week with him and Lil Baby, he did exactly what he was supposed to. I don't know what he said on that song. That shit, I've listened to that song literally probably 100 times in the last week. He just went so crazy on that jump. But with Drake, it was like I like the different flow switch ups, but he was just like you just wasn't talking about nothing. And in those flows, like you kind of got to say something, and he just didn't say nothing at all. So again, like I said, shout out to 21 Savage. And again, I guess real quick before we get off of music, I stand firmly on the two best features to get right now in 2025. And I know the year is kind of coming up, but we're only like 2 more weeks left into the year. Was Lotto and G Herbo. Lotto for a female verse and G Herbo for a dude. And I'm not sitting here saying like who gonna help you get the most streams. I'm talking about who literally you gonna get your money's worth off the best. Like one of them verses gonna be like, damn, she just like went crazy, or damn, he done lost his mind. Like G Herbo is not, he ain't dog. I haven't heard a bad verse from G Herbo in months. Like it may be like 6 or 7 months the last time I heard a bad G Herbo verse, and he didn't put out a lot of verses in the last 6 or 7 months, and he didn't went absolutely. You said how was his project? I like this project. I like this project a lot. I don't, like I said, I don't know off the top of my head. Like if I can't sit here and say like where would I rank his project? Like is it a top 10 project out or something? But he did a lot of great rapping on there though. He did a lot of great rapping. I think maybe like I guess my only critique for him is like he probably didn't have like an outstanding song with like a catchy enough hook that I'm just gonna keep playing the jump over and over, like I'm talking about with that Lil Baby and Playboi Carti jump. Like it's some, like, you know, like I ain't sitting here saying like a whole album gotta be super catchy, but I do feel like sometimes you do just need that one song that kind of can help carry the whole entire album. I don't feel like he had one of those on that project, but he definitely was on that jump rapping his ass off though. I'm not even gonna hold you. So again, like I said, my features that I would want out of 2025 would definitely be either a Lotto feature or a G Herbo feature. Both of them absolutely did their biggest one the whole entire year. Like Lotto just always just find like just some little sneaky catchy shit that people just gonna run with, like that little, like they even, and I like the way that like women who got kids even still leaned into the like that trend, because a lot of it started like people started making a challenge, big mama no kids. So women who had kids would still do the jump, and then when they get to the big mama no kids and let their kids pop up in the video. So again, like I said, man, shout out to Lotto. Like she constantly like she just finds some clever little shit to say that people kind of just run with via social media to kind of help her just keep herself high and help make the song even bigger than what it actually was. What else was going on into the world? I felt like it was some things that I really want to
listen to Friday.
Nope, I didn't get a chance to listen to Friday. I'm going to, because I fuck with Friday. Real quick, I guess. Well, shout out to Jasmine Crockett real quick, just so we kind of switch gears a little bit.
Campaign launch video solely showcases the president insulting you repeatedly. Why did you choose that approach here? If the president cannot keep my name out of his mouth, then who is it that would be better to make sure that they are in the U.S. Senate to hold him accountable? I am the one that he is afraid of. I am the one that the Republicans fear. They can say that they don't, but my governor cannot stop tweeting about me. And I know that that is out of fear, because honestly, if they really wanted me as the nominee, they would be quiet and just wait and hope to crush me. But they know my strength and they know my ability to reach people that historically have not wanted to participate in politics or had just given up. And that is how we are going to win in the state of Texas. Your campaign.
Again, shout out to Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett has put her hat in to run for the Senate seat in the state of Texas. I mean, of course, I'm sure. I mean, y'all know that Texas is a red state. It is going to be an uphill battle for Jasmine Crockett. But I mean, of course, I think realistically, nationally, she's so popular. Hopefully, it will transition to Houston. I mean, into Texas, because if she wins, I believe she will be the first Democrat to win. I want to say, I forgot the time. I want to say they said like 19. It's been a long time. I want to say it was either like 1980 something or it was like early 1990s. I can't remember. It's been a long time though. So I do know that she's going to have a huge uphill battle. But I mean, of course, right? I mean, because sometimes I guess what will kind of mess it up a little bit for you, because like you're nationally popular. Like this was something that nationally people can go out and vote for. I'm sure she will win, but because this is just literally Texas, and y'all know Texas is probably the brightest of the red states out of them all, it'd probably be a little difficult, but I mean, we're gonna see. I'm gonna root for her. Anytime I see something with Jasmine Crockett on it, I will constantly just highlight it and promote it. What else is going on in the world? Real quick, just going into I don't want to go into local stuff too early. I know what I wanted to do.
High school teacher, and I have 2 slang updates for you for what the youth are saying right now. The first one's actually more of a warning for teachers, so if you hear this one, you can cut that one out, shut it down. It is SYBAU, which is actually an acronym, SYBAU. I asked the kids, what does this mean? And one of them tried to convince me it means something like, so you're beautiful and uplifting or something. I said, what does it actually mean? And it means shut your up. Let me try that again. Shut your which, rhymes with which, up. They were using this by telling each other SYBAU, aka saying shut your up. So if you hear that one, be on the lookout. Shut it down.
Did y'all know that one?
No.
Shut your bitch ass. I got a question for y'all real quick, just because it is the holidays. One, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Shout outs to anybody who's outside, just like on just like free stuff. Like I'm something like you don't gotta go to work, you ain't gotta like go to the grocery store or something. Like you just literally going outside just to like to kick it, man. You different though. I'm not. It's too cold outside. Like it's so goddamn. Oh my god, it's so damn cold outside. Like it's so cold. It's to the point where it's like, dog, I don't want to go outside just to be going outside. And that's why, real quick, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to people who like you just sit here and kind of like make your mind up that I want to start my weight loss journey in the wintertime. Like I respect that level of like commitment, because it do be like it be so cold. Like I went to the gym this morning to just do some cardio, and the gym was empty as shit. And because it was cold, and of course, then they did that little fake snow. So I mean, I'm sure, like most people, if you just looked out your window, you probably thought the streets may be a little bit messed up. So I know that people, that kind of keeps people in the house a little bit. But I guess encouragement that I would make to people, if that is what you wanting to do to start your weight loss journey during the wintertime, to kind of make yourself committed. I would either go, if you don't have a gym, if you already got a gym membership, I guess the only other commitment is you probably would have to buy. I would sit here and say to kind of just make sure you hold yourself accountable, get yourself some detox teas, probably get you like a little a sauna suit, or even if you one of those people you feel like you get extra motivated on just how your gym clothes look, order you some new gym clothes or something to find yourself a way to kind of just get motivated to actually want to put in the work and go to the gym and really hold yourself accountable. Because for most adults, if you spend money on something, that kind of helps motivate you to be like, all right, I got at least, if I went and bought me some new gym shoes, I got at least get my money's worth out of these shoes. If I went and bought me some new workout clothes,
that shit work.
I mean, for me, it would. I don't believe in wasting money, so it ain't.
No, I feel like that probably,
I mean, it just depends on how you
That's what
value
I'm
your
saying.
money.
I feel like no, that's what I'm saying. I feel like somebody might buy equipment or like I don't know.
I mean, I would just me personally, I wouldn't recommend that. I'm just like, you got to have a lot of space in your house to really you like. Don't sit here and just waste your money on buying like a gym band or something. Because let's be clear, for whatever the BS that you're gonna spend to like make yourself a little fake. If you don't have no real space in your house, like I mean, of course, if you got a big basement and you about to turn your whole basement into a gym, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about the people. If you live in an apartment or your townhouse and you kind of know you ain't got a bunch of space and you just trying to buy a mat and a goddamn one of them little workout bands and sit here and call that money, that little $20 that you was gonna spend on a workout band, nigga, spend that $20 and go get you a fucking Planet Fitness membership. They got free, especially now during the holidays, up probably until like January 5th or something. They got free membership where you ain't got to put no money down, and it's just whatever you got to pay once a month. I would sit here and say that, but I don't just think, me personally, if I go buy me, just again, like I said, and I may be a little bit different just because I'm already just addicted to going to the gym. But if I get me some new gym shoes, I'm going to want to break out my gym shoes. I'm going to get my money's worth out of them. Like, nigga, I wear my gym. I make sure if I buy me some, and I literally just ordered me some new gym Jones today. Like, nigga, I'm going to wear the shit out of my gym shoes. So it's just like, I just, whatever way you can kind of find an extra way to motivate yourself, especially now, like, bro, when they get brick outside, like, man, you better pack that gym bag before you leave the house, because I feel like you're going to lie to yourself. If you sit here be one of the people like, oh, I'm going to go out there, go to work, I'm just going, go in the house, change my clothes. If it's so cold outside, especially if you go looking at the weather for this week coming up, bro, it's too cold for you to be playing them games. Don't even lie to yourself.
Let me ask you, do you do like a little recovery type like, how do you feel like when you leave out the gym? Like, because I know, like, even with me, like, basketball and all that, like, I know, like, I need, because I got like the little what's name joints that I put on my legs or whatever, after that, like, I'm just like, because like you said, you in the gym all the time or whatever the case may be. So like, do you have those, like, I'm buying this, like the
no, because I probably just because I do so much cardio, and a lot of times when people be sore, it comes from not doing enough cardio because you're just not getting enough blood flow. And like when people are like, oh, my leg's so sore, it's because I mean, it's a lot of times that shit just got to do. One, you're not getting enough protein intake, and then two, for a lot of people, you probably just not you're not sweating enough. You're not keeping your joints loose enough. So I couldn't even tell you the last time I've been to the gym and I was like, damn, I feel sore or something. Unless I do something like, I haven't done legs in a minute, just because it'd be like that. Like, the more the gyms get, like, if you head to a gym and then the more it kind of get packed and just, y'all know I always make the joke about that. Just too many women on the fucking leg machine. So it's kind of just be like, bro, if I catch a leg machine and it's free and it's available, I'll get on there and do some legs, but I'm not about to sit here and be waiting around, hovering around, and there's like 10 bitches like sharing sets with each other and all that. Hey, man, shout out to that nigga where he from, Indiana? What's the workout nigga we was talking about before? I think he is from Indianapolis.
No, you talking about the
man, that nigga that he done had like 10 new bitches on that joint.
No, that's South Carolina. That's down in Carolina.
That's where he at?
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to that.
You talking about
the nigga that we was talking about, he be having all the girls, and he had like a New Orleans girl in there recently?
Because them girls not on there no more.
Yeah, he didn't swap them out with like 5 bras this week.
That was down in Carolina.
Man, shout out to that nigga, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's one nigga that I may be a little bit envious of via social media. That nigga be getting his shit off. I ain't gonna hold you, though. That nigga be getting his shit off on. I'm not gonna lie to you, though.
The two girls, I followed the two girls. That was
one of the girls moved.
Yeah. But the curly hair one too. And if I say, when the last time I looked at it, I want to say it was the Carolinas.
Well, just shout out to that nigga, man. He be getting his shit off. I ain't gonna hold you, though. He
might have moved. I don't know where he.
Man,
like I said,
that nigga be getting his shit off, though. I'm not even gonna hold you. What else I'm about to ask y'all? Oh yeah, but again, real quick, just to close up the gym stuff. Yeah, just like I said, if you are planning to do some any type of weight loss over the holidays or going into the new year, one, I would recommend the ballerina tea, and you can just go on Google, put in ballerina tea. I believe Amazon got them. And then of course all the local what you call them, international grocery stores, all of them got them. The Chinese Jones, the ones with the African people be going to, all of them got them. So you just go get you some ballerina tea to kind of speed
you
up.
You use the muscle gun shit? Like, you don't use that either?
Nah, I gave that shit today. I got that shit for Christmas, like some shit. I just want to say Matt got me that junk, for one of them jumps for Christmas, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago now.
God bless your soul.
I don't use none. And you know the crazy thing, I seen the junk on TikTok shop, and they had this. I got it for Dad for Christmas. They got like this. I mean, of course, I know. I mean, if you older, you know, back in the day, they used to have like the little what's the little joint? The foot massage joint you got to put the water in. But now they got a joint on, and I had to watch. I made sure I watched a bunch of videos to make sure people was really using it and it worked. They got like a heated joint where you could put your feet in there now, and the joint it's like it do the same thing like back in the day when you had the water massage joint.
Yeah,
But this
it
joint,
don't. It don't.
it don't work.
No, I just bought one. I thought it was like the massage, but it really don't. Like it heats up, but it's just like that's it. It heats up. So like even like I can show you the joint that I got, but it don't like you talking about like under the vibration or the
Yeah.
Nah.
How much you pay for? Like $50?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm mad as shit. Man. You just blew me. I watched like 10 motherfuckers use it before I bought them. Like, cause I be like, y'all know what TikTok. I'm cool with buying shit on TikTok, but some shit it just be like.
That's why I asked you. Like when you say you don't use, I'm like, dog, I use a lot of this. Shit, like when it comes to like, damn, like my feet hurt. Like I use that stuff. That's why when you say it, I'm like, damn, how the fuck you sitting here doing all this shit and you don't?
I think because I think for me probably because I get into the sauna too as well, so that should kind of just be helping. Like I be feeling like. If I don't know. I honestly don't know.
But you're not a massage type of person anyway, right?
No.
Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. Like even like with me when you like the whole feet shit, like getting your feet done and all like dog, that feel like a whole like a different work. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I don't know how your body might feel, but like I said, when a lot of that shit when I do it, I'm like, and you saying you don't do none of that shit, you a brave motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't, and maybe just God willing, I'm not gonna lie to you. After changing like the only thing that ever hurt like one point like just getting like the right shoes for your feet, but after you got the right shoes on your feet, that was the only time that ever like when the pandemic first happened and I was outside trying to like when me and Matt was running and I was outside trying to run in some LeBrons, I was like, nigga, ain't no hell this shit like nigga my knees and feet, I'm talking every day, like I was crying running with this nigga because it was like, bro, them shoes ain't made for this shit. Like you was not supposed to be outside running on no goddamn concrete with no goddamn LeBrons on. But after I figured out how to, like that's how I really got into Hokas and the Nikes and all that. And shout out to Nike. I'm still debating on it because it just like that's all I did. That's why I made the episode. The name of this is the gifts and the curse of just online shopping, dog. Because you gotta have real discipline because it's like you click one of them links, they just gonna keep sending you, man. My Instagram jumps. Yeah. Man, my Instagram, that's all it look like. My Instagram look like a shoe store.
I understand it, but I hate it too. Cause like even like with the whole stories and it's like, all right, I'm watching somebody's story
and then here come
Amazon, and I hate it because like the Amazon shit, like as soon as you click it, you go to my Amazon. Like I didn't ask for this shit. Like no, you putting this shit out. Like I don't want this. Like I'm trying to skim past it. I want to keep going through the stories and shit. Like you just putting that shit there. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. You got to have a lot of this because it's Nike got their new pair. So Nike has their new shoe that's supposed to be their version of the Hokas, and it's called the Nike Vomeros or something. I think I had them in my cart for a minute. I recently just took them out because I'm trying to not buy them Jones. But Nike got their own. They had their own new pair of them, and them Jones like I want to say they're like $180. So I mean, of course, for a Nike run shoe, that's a great price because like during the pandemic, nigga, my Nike Jones was damn near almost like $300. So for them to come down and supposed to be the same company, I asked somebody I asked the nigga at Paul's that work at Dick's. I asked him, I was like, do these compare to the Hokas? He was like, hell no. But I mean, if you just really
is it like the recyclable joints?
What's the recyclable joints?
Because it's like
Nike got some new pair like the joints
like they're using like recyclable like shoes or whatever to make him. Like is it one of those?
No. These look like they almost damn near like they're so thick as hell like Hokas. It looked like a pair of Hokas, but it's still, I mean, of course it's Nike, so it looked better than Hokas, and they got better colors. So that's the only thing that blow me about Hokas is like they got cool colors for women, but their men colors will be like, and that's the difference between, I guess, when you kind of know your audience. Like, you know, your audience realistically is majority older people who wear the shoes, and they're probably a lot of white people who wear the shoes. So the color thing really ain't their bag. So that's kind of where Nike kind of realistically still kind of like gonna kick their ass. And that's what kind of got me like, damn, I just want these pairs because it's just like they got some cool colors in the Nikes. And with Hokas, again, for the men, they don't got no, like their colors is basically hills for men. But I mean, of course, if you're just going off of just pure comfort, Hokas is a way better comfortable shoe. So again, like I said, but it's just that little, just man, that that online shopping, dog, you gotta really you have to be disciplined with your funds, because I'm telling you that it's too easy of an access. And that's why I'm not, like, to me, the most mind-boggling thing to me over the weekend was just like watching people wait in line for a sneaker. Like, I'm not judging niggas for like you wanting Jordans. Now, let's be clear, I did see well, you know, of course, women gonna make different jokes where it's like, but I seen some niggas even giving pushback, like women sitting here talking shit about niggas waiting in line for Jordans and spending their money on Jordans, but y'all sit here and spent rent money to go see Beyonce and Chris Brown. And that was a good point. I was like, that's kind of a good point.
Excellent.
But again, I still just wouldn't. I'm not waiting in no line. That's just for me. Like, even
I don't think you have, like, nowadays you don't have to. Like I said,
shit,
when it's the
They
limit.
just did it.
they just did it.
Somebody was just doing it for a Jordan shoe. I don't know what it was.
No, the Gamma joints. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's more of a that's them dictating what goes on or what they put out there. You don't have, like I said, I don't. I when the last I ever did. Last time I did a sneaker release or any stood in line, that was shit.
Nah, for these, they made it that way though. Like they made like.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's not a thing. Like I said, if you got online and did it, it's not like I said, it's not a common thing no more. I don't remember the last time I even seen one. Like
I
even
know-
saying the Wale shit, like I said, because it was only a limited shoes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? At limited stores that got those shoes. That was like the last.
I'm gonna tell you the good finesse that Wale did, and it's not me knocking it. They dropped on the same day as the Jordan, so that line, I don't necessarily know if that line was just for him or it was a little bit of mix of both.
I think it was just for that one.
I don't know about that one, dog. I mean, if it was, congratulations to him, but I don't think so. Like that because I seen the video from that Iverson Mall and niggas was going crazy for them Jordans.
So it was in the Iverson Mall, the Foot Locker joint. That was the only.
I don't know. I know the video I seen from Iverson Mall was actually inside the mall. So I don't know if Wale did his joint in the mall or outside the mall. I mean, regardless, it's still a good look for Wale. Regardless, if he had a cameraman, if I was his cameraman, nigga, I would finesse it, and you wouldn't know the difference anyway. He was at Iverson. He was at Iverson. He was at Iverson, but again, like I said, I don't
know. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Even that's why I say I think it's just like the way Nike do their stuff. Because even like I was trying to get them the Brunsons the Statue of Liberty Kobe joints. They came out I think it was like the day before that. The little till with the what's the name? Like they was like only 9,000.
But they only made 9,000.
Yeah.
But they sold out.
Of course. Hell yeah. Like that shit. And it was a drawing. So even like I said, I would have, all right, cool, I'm cool. I get those, that's fine. But like these grandma joint, and I feel like I seen one Bama post, it was like, charging Bama's $1,000 for them shoes. Like, hell no, ain't no way in hell I'm paying them up prices now.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. It won't never happen. I'm not just, and one maybe, and of course I'm not an all black shoe person in the first place. So there's no way in hell you gonna get me that excited about an all black pair of shoes. But it's just like, but one, it was too cold on Saturday, and I'm just not waiting in no line. Like that shit just to me is like
never.
Like that's just a different level of, and I like I said, I'm not judging people for geeking for a pair of shoes because nigga, I was geeking for Angel Reese Jones like that, but I wouldn't have waited in line for them. Yeah, I can wait online. I can wait if you got to. Hey, you better get up at this time to catch them. Yeah, cool on my phone, but I'm not getting in my car and sitting here driving somewhere waiting in the cold for some fucking sneakers. It's not happening, dog.
Like I said, I don't think anybody would do it. Like I said, now if you say
they did it, nigga.
No, that's what I'm saying. But not for no Jordans.
Nigga, on Saturday, it was a line all over. Nigga, just get on your phone, go look in the group chat.
No,
I sent you the jump.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would not do that.
Oh, you saying you personally?
No, not for no Jordans. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, but niggas was doing it.
But those, I'm pretty sure they was limited. Like them Shattered Back boys that we was talking about that was sitting in the stores still.
Yeah, I just wouldn't do it. Them gammas ain't that tough. But I mean, shout out to people who did it. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of y'all was out of pocket. I seen some women sit here and say, like, there's no way in hell y'all getting online saying, talking about I got me and my kids, we gonna be good forever. We got our Jordans. Like that, some of those captions was kind of crazy. Like niggas is like, all right, dog, these is just Jordans. Y'all acting like you just fucking graduated from college or some shit. Like,
they got small feet. So I mean that shit, you ain't paying that much.
Like some of them captions was kind of crazy. Like niggas was acting like, all right, dog, y'all been doing this shit for how long now? Like, don't overdo it with Jordans.
When you still buying kids and kids shoes in grade school, yeah. But you talking about adult shoes, like even like once I'm like, no, I'm not about to say and pay $250 for them.
$250 for what?
That's how much they were in adults.
Oh yeah, he can kiss my ass.
They was $190 in Cody.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen though.
Ain't no way in fucking hell. Not for no all black pair of shoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I said if people say they went outside, this oh hell no, I would not definitely wouldn't go outside. That shit. $250 for them joints.
It was a lot of niggas though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought I sent myself some clips of some people in them lines, or maybe I didn't. But yeah, I wouldn't have did it anyway. It would have never happened. Real quick, I guess it switched gears a little bit. I did because I didn't mean to skip over this with 21 Savage.
Pay very close attention to how people talk about this album cover because it'll tell you whether they're a cultural appreciator or a cultural appropriator. As this video points out, the cover art for the new 21 Savage album, which was created by Salon, is heavily influenced by Kerry James Marshall's work, which was entitled A Portrait of the Artist as a Shadow of His Former Self. Understand why this was selected. You need to understand the parallels between Marshall and 21 Savage. Marshall was born in Birmingham, Alabama, then moved to Watts, California when he was 7. 21 Savage was born in London and moved to Atlanta when he was 7. Marshall's upbringing in Watts was nothing but violence and gangs. He's just screenshot this because this is crazy. When he moved to Atlanta, 21 Savage was exposed to gangs and violence. But Marshall's life changed at the age of 25 when he made this self-portrait. This is not blackface. This is a black man depicting a black man. I'm going to read this from the New York Times verbatim because it's just too good. What we have before us is a portrait of a black man by a black man, but one that looks the way a black man might feel about being looked at in a white world by people who see in the face of a black man, not a person, but a shade, a shadow, a pigmentation, blackness. This painting challenges everything you think about blackness because there's no white here. Everything here is black. He uses 7 different types of blacks to show the range and complexity of blackness. I don't know about you, but this completely blew my mind. I had to look it up. And yeah, it's a thing. This is actually all black. This painting is so provocative that Steven Libowitz, who purchased it for just $850, great because it's worth millions now, he had to remove it from the common areas to his bathroom where it sat for 25 years. In the same way that this work of art changed Marshall's life at the age of 25, this work of art changed 21 Savage's life shortly before his 25th birthday. Last parallel, in addition to this being a shirt, it also doubles as a blade that's up against his neck. Put this here just in case y'all think I'm making this up. Knife talk. Now, that's the type of commentary you can expect from someone who respects the artistry. The appropriators are thinking, how can I make money off of this?
Here's everything you need to know about 21 Savage's new albums.
In addition to the main album, there's 4 alternative versions, which are limited to 2,100 versions each. So in Internet Christopher Columbus's video, he makes no mention of Marshall's work. It's just about, hey, here's how you can get a quick flip. Because of culture vultures like him, now people are listing the album on eBay. Makes no sense because the limited edition versions are readily available. I just bought all 4 just to prove a point. So for all the culture vultures out there who can't identify black genius when it's staring them in the face, I'll let Marshall have the last word.
I mean, if it requires any intelligence to make work, then it must require some same intelligence to evaluate work.
Pay very
Again, shout out to 21 Savage. Real quick, I do got a question for y'all. What is a vinyl or just like something that somebody may collect or you may see in somebody's room and you kind of feel like where you kind of don't believe like the shit that they got? Because I thought about it, like I was just out like just trying to find like different little things to kind of like for while we doing the videos and stuff to kind of just make the background don't look as dry. But so I was looking even at vinyls, but then I was kind of wondering like which one of these vinyls just kind of seem like almost like cringy where it's like, nigga, you really don't listen to this. Why would you buy this shit? Like, just imagine if I say, if you could watch one of these, you watch this video, you watching it on YouTube, and I had a fucking Taylor Swift a vinyl cover behind me. Like,
if it got to be for Taylor Swift.
No, it don't got to be extreme as Taylor Swift. It was a Biggie joint there, but to me, but even that's why.
I don't know the Molly Cyrus joint when she was the Wrecking Ball. Was that?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you one the perfect example that I kind of thought twice about because in this again we talking about internet shopping, but on TikTok on the TikTok shop they had a Mac Miller joint that was on sale for like $8. I bought it.
I would take that one. The Mac Miller with like his head. Is that the one you talking about? With his
I can't. It was one of those Mac Miller joints, but it was on sale for like $8. But I did, and they had because they had a Meg Thee Stallion one too. So I just ordered the Meg joint, but then whoever was selling it, they end up they didn't send the joint. So I seen them in the store. I seen the Mac Miller joint in the store, and I was like, but this is not to me. For me personally,
no, I think it got to be.
It wouldn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. I think how it looks, because even like when we talked about that, what was it? What's the Kanye West joint? Deepest Dark Fantasy type.
Mm-hmm.
I think like one of those. Like I think it's just like damn, this a dope cover.
But so,
So, like,
no, I
like
hear what
Lil'
you're saying.
Kim-
So,
like
so
Lil'
are you
Kim-
saying? So, are you saying you okay if with just having the vinyl cover, just because the cover look tight, or do you saying that the album don't have to have no meaning to you, or people who know you and they see it?
No, I think it's if you're collecting vinyls, I think you more so at the vinyl cover. I don't think it's because like
Okay, so now let's change it. What about a book then? What's a book? Or what's a book that you kind of would judge somebody off of, Erica? If you seen them just like, I know you ain't read this shit. You just got these books just because, like, what's the junk that the girls used to all have in their houses? What was it like? That little, it was like, and it was, I don't even know if it was a real book. No, it was like, I want to say like it was like Chanel, Tom Ford.
No, those not
like
real.
those not real books.
No, hell no. That's no.
I ain't heard of that.
No, this shit's not real. That's the little shit you can go and.
Yeah, I seen a girl recently sitting here made a video about that, saying bitches need to throw them shits out because that shit just it mean that you're a whore. I forgot. Well, it was a girl who made a video about them Jones, but I forgot.
Those not real books.
But it just, I don't know. I was just thinking of it. I seen them Jones, and I'm just like, yeah. Even a Biggie cover, like to me, just was like,
okay, cool. So no, like I seen one dude do a joint like where he got the movie posters. Like in his room, you know what I'm saying? Like he got those, and so.
But I think those, to me, I think the posters could look cool, but I still think the posters should be able to, like, when people look at your stuff, I think people should know that like this kind of, it fit who you are, and this is just not you just posting some shit just to kind of like almost making it seem like you just on some dig ride shit. Like, oh, because everybody collect vinyls, you just went and got you a bunch of vinyls. Like, to me, if I see somebody with them, like the vinyls should make sense. Like, if I'm gonna have some vinyls, like, all right, let me have a Jeezy joint, like that, or a Gucci joint, like make it make sense. Like, just don't have vinyls just to have them, or just don't have posters just to have posters.
So you don't get them because you. So you saying you have to get them because you.
I think more people get them because of the
what
visual.
they look like, yeah.
I don't think you
You
get
don't
them because you
necessarily have to listen to it, but
I think people. I think that when it comes to vinyls or anything, posters, or I think people just because of how it looks. I don't think nobody. Oh yeah,
it's kind of like a T-shirt. Like I might get with that. Like I'm just going to use like an AC/DC T-shirt. I don't listen to it.
I think that one is a little bit rougher because I'm with you. I don't 90% of them fucking rock and roll bands. I don't even know who these bands is, but their T-shirts be fire as hell. So it's like that one kind of like. Yeah, I wouldn't judge nobody off of their T-shirt, but the vinyl to me, to me, the vinyl to me, like even if somebody watching this right now, all of this shit makes sense. Probably the only thing that don't make sense is the Kev on stage shit, but I was just supporting a black man because he got a fucking book. And it was just next to the Charlemagne joint. They was on sale. All right, cool. I'm just gonna get it.
No, I would.
But anything, if somebody see this, all this Angel Reese shit and Charlemagne got that shit makes sense.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's just more of how it looks, though. Because I think that's all it is. Like I said, how it looks. Because even like I seen a joint that came up on my joint, like when they be selling like the little pictures or whatever, like I don't know, like have you ever been in a girl bathroom, like you know, like the little pictures and stuff they got in the bathroom? Like what's the joint? Like they got the Ice Cube picture when he holding his nose. Like something like that. Like
so I got a question for y'all because I seen this when I was buying just some extra equipment. So would you have judged if I put an Elvis fucking stick on it? The Elvis sticker was fire, but I was like, bro, I can't have no fucking Elvis sticker.
No,
like the first sticker I couldn't put on here couldn't be. If I'm just gonna go one sticker first, the first sticker I put on this could not be Elvis. And the sticker was hard as shit.
No, I would judge you because you're so pro-black. Yeah, that's what you're saying. But if you just sitting there, like I said, I collect or I'm just doing different, like, no, I wouldn't. But I would judge you because, like I said, you're so pro-black. No, yeah, I would definitely judge you.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it. And the shit was only $5. I was like, damn, this junk fire and shit, but I can't fucking, first thing I couldn't do no fucking Elvis. Like, no, dog, that ain't gonna even. What else is going on in the world? I felt like that was it. Just a rant. Have y'all, need one of y'all watch Welcome to Derry?
I did.
You how many episodes you in?
What's this? Today is 8.
Yeah.
So I did 7.
Thank you. Dog, episode 7 pissed me off so fucking bad.
Because why? I mean, I'm not into it. The only reason why I really watched is because my best friend was telling me about it. But I'm kind of mad they let the little Spanish boy die.
No, I'm mad that they let him die, and I'm really, I'm pissed that they killed all the black people.
Yeah, because I thought she said that the black people didn't die. She was like, the black people was cool. So when I watched out, they burnt the whole barn down with the black people.
What the fuck she mean? The black people didn't die? It was nothing but black people there.
No, well, maybe that was before she saw this episode. But she was like, yeah, the black people, the white people, they the ones that's died. So when I watched this one, I was like, they killed all the black people.
Yeah, that was the shit that pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to you. That part right there, episode 7, that shit pissed me off so bad. I'm like, dog, they literally killed damn near the whole entire black people, all the black people who was in the army. They killed all of them. And them niggas and then they was on the radio the next day giving a round of applause. Some well done, job well done, boys. I was like, what the fuck?
I was super confused. I think I was just more pissed at that, and also, like I said, they killed the little boy, the little Spanish boy.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. Like even the way they made him die, like, bro, come on, he too young to be going out like that. Like nigga, he don't know nothing about love at his young ass age to sit here and risk his own goddamn life for this girl. Like, come on, dog. That was some bull, and it was so fucked up because it was like he the only one out of their crew that died.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucked up, man. I ain't gonna lie. That episode 7 pissed me the fuck off. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was just like, man, how the fuck did they do that? So if people don't know what we're talking about, Welcome to Derry, of course, is on HBO Max, and probably, again, when you sit here, when we kind of talk about shows and we talking about, like, when they buying these networks and this and the third, and we talking about how shows are bigger, like, man, that Welcome to Derry, like, if you go down a rabbit hole on Twitter or TikTok or Threads or any, that Welcome to Derry, you got a huge goddamn audience. Because, I mean, of course, I mean, it's from It. So if you are a fan of It, I guess that it's kind of a spin-off series from It. So people kind of already, if who really into like horror movies and stuff like that, they kind of already got a built-in community on it. But man, a lot of people really like this show a lot. I like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is something that I look forward to watching every week. But it was just like, man, that episode 7 just threw me for a loop because it was just like, man, the little boy was so
That's
he
the
was
clown joint, right?
Yeah, it's a clown joint. And the little boy so cool, and even the way with the clown, the way how the story went, where it's like, man, that shit just went so left. Like, I was confused, like shit. Where it's like, so you telling me this lady, man, that lady was so fucked up in the head. You sit here and try to give up one person to sit here and kill all these people. Like, I don't know, that episode 7 just kind of just confused me and threw me for a loop. But again, like I said, Welcome to Derry is a great TV show. If you need something, I know for some people, if you about to be off during the holidays and you got a little break and you're looking for something new to watch, Welcome to Derry is definitely like, I ain't gonna sit here and say it's gory. It have its moments where it's kind of like, probably at least like once an episode, you kind of be like, damn, that shit kind of was like OC, the way this monster that is sitting here and kill somebody. But to me, it's a good show. It's like, I really like Welcome to Derry a lot. Like, it's one, but episode 7 really pissed me off because it was just like, it was so, because the show, it's a horror show. And like, I'm like, why, how the fuck did the race shit get into it? Like, this whole day, it had no type of racial background at all. And then it was literally took a complete left. Episode 7, they cut the racist shit up to a 10.
Well, I mean, it kind of, because in the beginning, they remember when they had the police camped out in front of the black man, the little black dudes in front of his house. And the mother was like, you know how they treat us, like they was already. So
yeah, of course. I mean, of course, because it was a little undertone. Like, it was there. Like, even the lady, what's her from Zora, like her character, and kind of like experience, like, and she kind of gives some pushback with the racist shit, but it wasn't like as crazy it got with episode 7. Like, I felt like it was there. Like, if you paying attention to it, like,
it was there.
Episode 7, like, nigga, they sit here and was like, Nick, like, black people try to stand their ground, pull the guns out on the white boys. The white boys like, cool, we gonna leave. Them niggas left out of that motherfucking, locked them niggas in and burnt the whole goddamn little clubhouse down. And you just hear a bunch of people just screaming, man, them shooting them, man, that shit was crazy, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out, like I said, if you need a new show to watch, Welcome to Derry is definitely something. And as a matter of fact, because Marcus, you was asking me, was Bel Air kind of, were they keeping it on? They didn't took a huge spin. Bel Air is that shit ain't nothing like the Fresh Prince no more. That whatever that when you asked me, because she was having a kid and it was like, okay, well, they had Nikki, whatever. Nah, this ain't, man, they got Uncle Phil sitting here about to go to fucking jail for money laundering and some other shit where it's like, nah. Bel Air, I'm on, what am I episode? I believe I'm on episode 6 on Bel Air, but Bel Air is still one of them shows.
He did get caught. He did get caught with something like that.
In the real Fresh Prince?
Mm-hmm.
Not like this.
No, remember he was about to lose because he's about to lose his judge thing. It was something that Will and them did.
But it wasn't because he was laundering money for no.
No, I mean, of course it wasn't money, but it was something that he was about to lose. He's about to lose his credential. I thought, was that the one with the clown? It was something that he was about to sit here and lose his.
I don't know, but I just know Fresh. I'm not gonna lie. This new season of Bel Air, it did make me for a second where it was like the same way I kind of felt with The Chi. I'm like, damn, do we always gotta have like one of these type of little power mini spins into these series now to keep people engaged? I kind of just like literally when I seen that, and the crazy thing is the nigga who's playing Uncle Phil, his wife was I forgot what her character name was on that last season of Power. What's his? I can't remember what her name is on Power, but she was basically
Oh, you talking about the what's the name? Jeffrey sister?
Yeah.
She was the Kingpin. What's the name on Power?
Yeah, on Power, but her in real life, her and the dude who played Uncle Phil is husband and wife. In real life, they husband and wife. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't watched Bel-Air, I put Bel-Air in that same category as The Chi. It's one of those just good, like one of those good shows that have just great storylines to it. It did just kind of throw me for a loop a little bit. The way they kind of, I'm like, I had that. I mean, I guess it kind of give it a different spin from the Fresh Prince, so people won't keep just comparing it to the Fresh Prince, even though
it's not comical like Fresh Prince, right?
No, it's not. But it's just like this season. I mean, this little shit that they got going with the money laundering shit, kind of just like to me, just kind of like I ain't gonna sit here and say it made the show do a complete different like outlook on it, but it still kind of just made it where it's like
because what we know
it's completely different. Like you
Uncle Phil for having the money. Here we go. Yes.
No, he still got the money, but nigga, he just
that's not even fucking.
He just did some different shit just to kind of like I don't know. I can't. It's hard to explain. You just got to watch it.
But it kind of started out like that because it started out with Carlton didn't have a drug addiction in the real Fresh Prince. Like they touched on like a little like what was it? He took some caffeine pills or something, didn't he? Something like
on
that.
the regular Fresh Prince, yeah.
So it started off like that. Like a lot of the stuff they put into it wasn't on the original one.
Yeah, but I feel like that money laundering thing kind of felt like it seemed like it just came out of the blue. Have you what's the last you seen a majority of the episodes?
I finished all of it.
Did you like the way they kind of threw the pregnant? I mean, her having the I guess not a pregnancy scare, but I guess when just showing, I guess, the way women have, especially black women, have to deal with these doctors when they pregnant, because he was trying to give her some, like when her and Coco Jones was there, and he was just trying to give her some, like some, I guess, what was it, like some cream for her stomach or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Because black women, like a lot of black women go through that where they just like, they don't take us seriously when it comes to our pain. Or how we're feeling in general. They just kind of brush her off like, oh, you'll be okay. Well, this was probably this, like nothing's wrong, but you know something is wrong.
For sure. Yeah, I like the way they kind of threw that in there. So it's like, and if you wasn't paying attention, you may have missed it. But if you was paying attention, I was like, cool. I like the way they kind of threw that in there because it was just clever. It wasn't like over the top. It wasn't like they, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't one of them jumps where they was trying to make you like feel some type of way. It just kind of like casually just threw it in there. Like, hey, she had a doctor's appointment, and the doctor even came to the house, and he still kind of treated her like the same way people complain about when they go to their doctor's appointment when they are pregnant. The things that black women complain about.
But isn't that a good thing that they didn't take the power route? Like where they just just about drugs and all this type of, because they ain't that with what's name got the like Jeffrey got the, I mean not Jeffrey, Jazz got the dispensary and all that shit.
I mean he got a dispensary, but his dispensary is kind of like it ain't really it's a dispensary, but it ain't really a dispensary. Like they just tell you about it. It ain't even like it ain't even over the top.
Because what is Jeffrey? Jeffrey was he was a hitter, right? What is he in here?
I think he used to be in that lifestyle.
Okay.
Yeah, like he used to be like when he was, I guess, was in London or something, like used to be like running the gangs or used to be like a big time hitman or something like that. I don't know. But like I said, again, Bel-Air is something if you got Peacock and you need something else to watch over the holidays, I would recommend watching Bel-Air. I like Bel-Air a lot. I haven't finished the whole joint yet, but it's a good watch. I like it a lot. And it's, again, like I said, it's just one of those shows that just give you kind of some substance to it.
What the hell happened to P-Valley?
I don't know. The girl, Mercedes went and did a Breakfast Club interview. She said it's done. She said they already recorded it. It's supposed to be coming out, I guess, 2026. But I feel like people ain't checking. I'm sure. I mean, let's be clear. I mean, especially if you pay for Stars and it ain't gonna be and 50 Cent ain't gonna have no shows on there unless you about to cancel your Stars. I'm sure people gonna sit here and watch it regardless. So it's still going to be mean, people gonna watch it, but I don't think people geeking for it. Like I'm sure, like I said,
You forget about how it was. You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't even know what last season was about. I can't even remember. But I guess let's get into one of the bigger stories that was kind of floating around on the internet. Of course, there was the with the Michigan head coach, and he ended up getting fired, losing his job. I'm trying to figure which one of these was the last one. Here we go.
I understand that our victim broke up. They had an intimate relationship for a number of years, defendant and victim. That our victim broke up with this defendant on Monday morning early. That there continued to be defendant making numerous phone calls and sending numerous texts from that time moving forward that she did not answer, did not respond to, and did not want. That eventually she presented herself to the University of Michigan, cooperated in some form of investigation there. As we all now know, the defendant was at some point on Wednesday afternoon fired from his employment. He then, at some point soon thereafter, came to her apartment in the address that is alleged in the complaint, barged his way into that apartment, immediately then proceeded to a kitchen drawer, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors, and began to threaten his own life. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life. And a series of very, very threatening, intimidating, terrifying, quite frankly, statements and behaviors there in that apartment. It was only then, Your Honor, when the victim, she called her attorney and then at some point indicated she was going to. I understand that our victim broke up. They had an intimate relationship for a number of years.
Wearing a white jail suit, we just saw images of the former University of Michigan head football coach Sherrone Moore as he appeared at his arraignment. He was charged with home invasion, stalking, breaking, and entering. He's expected to be back in court in January. But through this process, we learned, according to prosecutors, that he was in a relationship with this woman that he had the altercation with for years. That's what the prosecutors say. The defense said that he doesn't have a history of any violence. So, of course, they wanted him to be able to go home, which he will go home because the judge ordered a $25,000 bond, which he's already met. But this story is just picking up all over the country. Everyone's talking about it, it seems. I got a chance to speak to someone who brought up allegations that there was a scandal involving Moore 10 days ago. His name is Robert Carrion. He used to play for the University of Michigan back in the 70s, but says he knows people that are very close to this. And he also claimed that just about everyone, he said, really knew that this had been happening and it was happening in broad daylight. I did get a chance to also ask this man who posted about the alleged scandal 10 days ago if he considered Moore's family when he did that. Why did you post about this alleged scandal 10 days ago?
Well, it was a poorly kept secret in Ann Arbor. I can tell you that.
Was there any consideration about what your post would do or mean to the family of Sherrone Moore?
I'm going to say absolutely not, because your question assumes that this was a secret affair. It was well known in Ann Arbor.
Wearing a white jail suit, we just saw images.
You know, the crazy thing about these, I feel like, I mean, of course, the go-to thing that people kind of will always run and be like, see what happened when you dating white women and this, that, and the third. Like, I don't necessarily know even if you gotta, if you could keep making that I don't necessarily know if I could just blame it on me. I mean, you can. I feel like that's kind of like the easy thing to do it and blame it on them dating white women. But I've kind of even just got to blame it on niggas just making dumbass decisions. It's like, bro, you will sit here making $5 million a year. You married 3 young kids, and you sit here kind of just willing to realistically risk it all by cheating on your wife. And you kind of know that the job that you got, like you a head coach at the University of Michigan. The one, they don't even have black coaches. So you know for a fact you was going to be on a fucking thin ass rope anyway.
the only one.
Yeah, exactly. Like realistically, it's some people out here who feel like you didn't deserve the job anyway. Jim Harbaugh kind of fucking sit here and put that shit on a silver platter for you. Then go fuck that off to sit here just to get some side pussy. Like, bro, you know how dumb that is? Again, like I said, and y'all know I'm somebody on the super pro black shit. I'm always cool with kicking a nigga back in and he want to fuck with the snow bunny. But I think two things with realistically, especially as a black man, and even again when we talk about with the Shaq Lily shit earlier, nobody's never going to feel sorry for the black nigga who get fucked over for dealing with a white woman. Like, then think about it. Niggas will sit here. No, listen to what I'm saying though, but think about it. Niggas will kind of like, think about how niggas kind of was like, it was even sitting here, niggas out here coming up with excuses for Diddy after they even watched him kick Cassie ass. And she was, because he was dealing with black women. But as soon as a nigga start, if you get some allegations and niggas don't even got to see the shit with you, and it's with some white women, niggas like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, well, that's your problem. You should have never went and played in the snow. Think about how they did Shannon Sharpe. They did the same thing with this nigga. That's the first thing people do. And that's not even just black women doing it. That'd be black men. It's everybody don't have no sympathy for no black man who lose his fucking livelihood for fucking playing in the snow. Nobody never gonna feel sorry for you. But again, it's just be niggas who just don't have no type of dick discipline. Like, bro, I'm not sitting here. I'm not that horny, dog. And that's why I don't give a fuck how you feel about how much porn I watch. I be just so happy that I got enough discipline to be like, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool. Like, I can literally, could be the smallest fucking thing that can just completely turn me off. Like, I can sit here and say, man, I don't want to keep going over this bro house because I don't even like her parking situation. And back in the day, if I was young and super horny, I wouldn't give a fuck about none of that shit. I wouldn't even think twice about that. So for the littlest things that can completely turn me off, that's when you know that you kind of come above just I'm geeking to go chase some box. And I think a lot of niggas just don't never get over that. And this is nigga just like, you literally threw away, you're not getting $5 million nowhere else. You threw away a $5 million job for some pussy, dog. You know how dumb that sound?
I think you probably would have got it if you didn't do the extra shit after. Like the whole scandal shit, you probably would have got paid somewhere else.
I mean, I don't know because I don't necessarily know how good of a coach he actually is. So I don't necessarily know if I'm not saying he would have never got another job again, but I'm talking about I don't know if he would have got a job again to the point where you sitting here saying $5 million a year.
That ain't shit.
No, nigga, it ain't shit if fucking LSU and Florida or some of these big schools knocking on your door, but it's something if ain't nobody else going, because you think about it. We just sit here and say that he didn't deserve the job he already got. So how you know he gonna get another? If he didn't do the extra stuff after he already got fired, who was to sit here and say another Power 5 Division I college was gonna come look for him?
I mean, not necessarily a powerhouse, but it's just like even now.
Yeah, so if it's not another Power 5, then nigga they not gonna have the money to pay you.
Shit, yes, yeah, they do.
You Google.
I feel like what's name of them getting paid that? Mike Vick and Deshaun Jackson getting paid that.
Fuck no, at a HBCU nigga, you crazy? Fuck no, they ain't getting paid no goddamn $5 million a year. No way.
Not a year, but $5 million.
I don't know. I don't even know if they getting that. I don't know, but I know that damn sure they ain't getting $5 million. He was getting $5 million a year.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I feel like you can get that anywhere else.
I don't think so.
As a head coach,
I don't think you tripping. If it's not, it's on. If you ain't in one of them schools, if you're not in one of them super big ass schools like Oregon or Notre Dame or one of these other LSU, like what's the white nigga who just went from from Ole Miss to LSU? If you're not one of them type of niggas, or it's not at one of them type of schools, bro, it's not happening. You tripping? That shit ain't happening. You can Google what these college coaches get. Niggas ain't getting just $5 million. Anybody ain't getting $5 million. Damn! All of a sudden, this little nigga who from the Cowboys earlier the season, their kicker couldn't miss a goddamn field goal. He'd have kind of got shaky with it the last couple of games. But I do want to play Shannon Sharpe real quick because of course, Shannon Sharpe realistically is the best person to kind of speak on this situation.
I can imagine 6-7 months ago, I went through something very similar. So I know what that storm is like. Yes, sir. And unless you've been in it, that's why when people say, this is what I would do, you don't know what you would do until you in it. Until you in that pressure cooker, until you in the eye of the storm.
Yes, sir.
Until you in. Ocho, you and I have had a conversation. So yes, I know. Mm-hmm. to be in that storm, and
Crazy.
to know everybody know everything that you worked your entire life for.
Mhm.
You feel it like it's crumbling right before your eyes.
Gone.
Yeah. And the only people that's gonna be there, it's gonna be a select few. It's gonna be a select few. That's the hardest part.
The crazy thing is, realistically, and it's sad to say, is realistically, Shannon Sharp probably lost more than this dude. If we keeping it a beam.
Oh, hell yeah.
And one because Shannon Sharp is way more popular, so his story was 100 times bigger, and it didn't die off as fast because people gonna kind of like, because of Shannon Sharp. But Shannon Sharp was on fucking fire. Like, this Michigan coach is like, it probably wouldn't even be a bigger. He probably could have did the same. He could have been the same exact person. Probably could have realistically done the same exact story at any other school. I mean, it's not even gonna be a story next week. By the time y'all hear this on Tuesday, I mean, by before the fucking you get closer to the fucking weekend, niggas ain't even gonna be thinking about this nigga or even care about him.
That's what I'm saying. No, he's like number 40. When it come to head coaches getting paid.
Yeah, but look at all the schools. Look at all the schools that's ahead of him, though.
But that's what I'm saying. That money, I feel like that money you gonna get that anyway, because he right above Maryland head coach is making right a little bit under him at 41. I think he making 10,000 more than him.
I mean, we gonna see. I don't think I'm like I said, I'm not familiar with him, so I don't necessarily know how many people beating down his door to give him another job.
I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that. I just feel like even when it comes to these college, they got the money. They're gonna spend it.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. But again, like I said, I definitely think god damn, Shannon Sharp understand this a little more than anybody else. And again, like I said, I think Shannon Sharp lost way more than this dude did, because Shannon Sharp, you talking about ESPN, his sponsorships that he didn't kind of lost from Nightcap and all of that. Man, yeah, I feel for him. I guess I got a question for you, Erica. If this was your husband, does him sitting here fake like he wanted to commit suicide or saying he was going to kill himself, does that help him be able to come back? Would you allow him to come back in your house, or you wouldn't give a fuck?
Now you're not mentally stable. You want to end your life because you got caught cheating? Yeah, no.
Do you still file? You'll file for a divorce still, or would you kind of?
No, expeditiously. Yes, I would. Well, what I'm supposed to feel? Oh, I forgive you because you want to kill yourself. No, you don't want to. You don't want to be held accountable for your actions. So no, yeah, I'm getting a divorce, and I'm taking whatever you got.
See, that's what niggas gotta really be thinking about like that. Like, imagine now if your wife still want to get divorced and you can't get another job. Now you really fucked.
Well, you probably can get another job, just not doing what you've been doing. But whose fault is that?
But get another. I'm like, get another job where though?
Oh, I mean, I haven't the slightest clue. But I don't think he's going to be out of work for real. Now he might not make whatever he was making now.
No, he might be out of work because of the
extra shit. Yeah, because of the extra shit. Because
but
for him
to just got caught scandal wise, he would have got another job.
Yeah, he would have got another job eventually, but the extra shit after the scandal, I think, is what's going to hurt him from, like you said, from not getting a job. You sitting here popping up at this girl house and sitting here pulling a knife trying to fake stab yourself and this and the third.
It's not like you sitting here. She wasn't underage. She was a employee. So it's like I said, you would still get that. I think, like I said, that whole breaking and entry, all that other charges and shit, that's going to put a tarnish on you right now.
Yeah, that's a like I said, that's a rough one. Real quick, Marcus, I didn't know that dude Ant Brown, that's the nigga that used to play on your basketball team.
Yeah,
I did not even. You know what's so crazy? When I seen it, when I heard the name, I thought about it 2 seconds, but then I didn't like. I'm like, nah, that can't. It ain't no way in hell that's the same person. But then when I seen you posted, John, I was like, damn, that's fire. Matter of fact, I wanted to. Damn, it was who made me sit here and say it was something about that made me want to post it.
Oh, the commercial.
Yeah.
That's him right there. The one they call the second coming.
That's probably why you're not running with nobody else. You tough. You got some handles, footwork. You got the aura. That's what they say now. You got the aura for sure. You gotta be ranked like top 100, something like that, 50.
Try top 10 with offers from everyone, from Arizona to USC to Alabama.
I mean, what about around the way? He's from home.
That's where you come in.
I guess.
How we feeling about what we just saw out there?
I got 2 eyes, man. Shawty a dog for real.
Nah, appreciate it. I'm just trying to make the city proud. But I need something that's gonna take my game to the next level. Something fly.
But we have access to all the best skill trainers in the Eastern Seaboard.
Nah, I'm good in that department. I need something like those right there.
Take that. Coach is first always.
Again, shout outs to Wale, shout outs to Ant Brown Jr. And the crazy thing is, you know what's so funny? Before I seen you post that, matter of fact, it was a week ago. I believe they had like a big basketball game recently, and I seen a lot of people just reposting it, reposting his highlights and stuff, and then just reposting clips of people.
Something in the water. That
For real?
Yeah. That KD and them did. Yeah, he was on there.
They ain't talked to him, did they? Yeah, for real?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck I forget that? I ain't see that part. God damn, he got out of here.
Yeah. He was on there. I want to say, who else was on there? Yeah, he was definitely on that one.
I ain't know they had people on there that young.
Yeah, because I want to say, what's name? Something was on there. Kawami's son. And he's younger than him.
Oh yeah, I ain't know. But well, shout out to him. Shout outs to Wale again.
I was just wondering why they used what's the name. I thought you was trying to recreate the whole he got game type of. Why did they use him for it?
What you mean? Off of that ain't no damn he got game.
That little what's name that shit up in the top of the what's name that is the he got game joint. The Lincoln whatever that school he went to. The track up top of the
who was I don't remember what and he got game who was talking on that.
No,
bar.
that's what I was just like. What made them use him? I thought that's what if that was they was trying to recreate that he got game.
I thought it was like that seemed more like Blue Chips. I mean, you could be right. I don't necessarily know because I ain't seen either one of them in a long.
That's the same. What's name the gym that what's name was playing in.
Oh, and he got game.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, I ain't know that.
Happens when you put a Division I football commit at every single position on your starting defense. Well, this high school in Maryland just did that in the first ever overtime national championship game. And let's just say they prove defense wins championships. The number 2 ranked team in the country, St. Francis Academy, had one of their toughest matchups of the season, facing the number 1 ranked team in Utah, Corner Canyon. And right from the jump, it was the SFA defense that took over this game. They're led by the number 1 ranked edge rusher in the country, Zion Ely, who gets everything started for this unit. His constant pressure allows the DBs in the secondary to be ultra aggressive. Ohio State commit Kamari Bing was flying around all night, and Alabama safety commit Jaira Edwards was laying the boom, especially on this play to force the safety. Meanwhile, on offense, quarterback Jayon Williams finished the game with 3 passing touchdowns as this game quickly turned into a rout. St. Francis Academy's dominant season ends with them being crowned high school football national champions. What happened?
I don't know the story behind the overtime. What is it? Overtime Elite or whatever it's called. But man, shout outs to their marketing and shit because they even got their own basketballs and stuff in their sporting goods stores and everything now. So I don't know what the real backstory is because of course the first time I kind of really started to get familiar with overtime was to me realistically was probably the girls basketball before it was even some of the dudes basketball. But again, I don't know the business model behind them, but whoever got that shit going on, for them to have their own basketballs and all that other stuff in actual sporting goods stores, that to me is kind of tight. So I do want to kind of give them some credit for that one.
What is St. Francis at?
I believe it is And I know somebody and their kid go to that school. Where the
For real?
Yeah, her son played football. You know her too if I show her to you. Damn, where the fuck did she say that's at? I want to say it's probably it may be in DC, but it may be closer to like the Montgomery County side of like up. No, it's not in Baltimore. It's in
No, I'm saying like to like Ascot, like that towards that way, Maryland.
Like
it can't be DC.
I had to look. I'll look it up. I don't know the top of my head. Don't give me the line.
Women got.
Oh, hold on. What else is going on in the world? Oh, shout outs to real quick. I guess we can kind of just shout outs to the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs broke the Oklahoma City Thunder's winning streak, and now Oklahoma City has lost 2 games. But of course, this was in the.
Does that count?
Yeah, this one count because it's not the championship game.
Okay,
Yeah,
championship game.
The championship game is the only game that don't count. So yeah, this does count to their record. So they did win. Because who did? Oh, well, of course, because you picked the Heat because you thought So, but the Knicks. So in the when the fuck is that game? It's
tonight or tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. The Emirates Cup Championship.
Yesterday was the game.
So it was by the time y'all here, then they already played. But it's the Knicks and the Spurs, and again,
we know right now.
Who?
San Antonio. He's back. Long as he playing, they won it.
I want to say I want to agree with you, but just for some reason, it just feel like
making up niggas is. You, because I don't feel like. Do you feel like New York is better than what they were last year?
I don't know if I feel like they better than they was last year, but I feel like they better than the Spurs. Just my personal opinion. I just think, when is this game? Yeah, it's by the time they hear it come on Tuesday. So yeah, if you listening to this on Tuesday morning, the game comes on at 8:30 on Amazon Prime.
I thought it would have been a day. I mean, because you in Vegas, like you were saying, stay in Vegas for.
Well, they don't have no. I mean, the Spurs or the Knicks don't play no other games until then. Because I just went and looked at the.
No,
Knicks
that's what I'm saying. I would have thought it would at least would have been if I played in Vegas last night. I thought it would at least been Monday. You talking about Monday to Tuesday? God damn.
No, listen, it's kind of hard because the Spurs, man, Wemby I ain't even gonna lie to you. He him for real. He looked like all the hype and all the. It took him a minute to get there, and I do think
can't do shit with that.
No, but you know what's so crazy even about Wemby, and I think that's just even when it comes to No, he got to stay healthy, but I think even when it comes to just the times we live in with sports, I don't think we realistically allow some of these players, and that's in every sport. You don't allow them to really kind of just become. You don't allow them to fully grow because it comes in with so much hype. Because so it kind of like you put the expectations on them so high. Like for Wemby, like just how people was talking about him and gassing him up. You was kind of almost looking for him to play the way he was playing now. Like his very first year, you looking at his rookie year, you thinking like, damn, he should already. This is third year. You was thinking you was looking, this is third year. You was looking because he was rookie of the year the first year, and then the other nigga that won the dunk contest for them won the rookie of the year last year. So Castle, yeah.
This
is his third year. So, but again, like I said, I mean, he living up to the hype. Whatever the hype was you thought on Wemby was, it's living up to the hype. He's definitely that nigga look like a video game player. Like even if you play 2K, dog, and I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Man,
and this nigga one game. Listen to what I'm saying. And I blew the Spurs. Nigga, listen to what I'm saying. I blew the Spurs out. Nigga, he still had 11 blocks in one game.
Yeah, I drafted him first.
Like, so he just like, don't get it fucked up. Like this nigga is real live. Yeah, he's a real live video game, like in real life. Just a like as a kid when I used to create my players, I was realistically creating Wemby before Wemby was Wemby. Like you just creating a super tall ass nigga who can literally do every goddamn thing. The only thing Wemby got to worry about is just staying
anybody play 2K or just online, you hate the niggas that's 7 foot. They can shoot, can do everything.
Oh, you talking about like niggas who play in the playground?
Yeah, you hate niggas like
that. So real quick, and we can get into something else. Do it cost to make your person taller?
No. You saying do what?
Like, because why everybody don't make their men 7 feet something?
A lot of people do, but it costs to build them up. Like you got to pay. Like you can't just make them 99.
Got you.
Like you make a 7 foot, it's kind of like harder to reach that 99.
Let's go. Let's go. Stephen A. Smith versus basically Joy and Reed reading Stephen A. Smith for filth. And if you know, real quick, I guess when we even get into the conversation about Stephen A., I think that I hate the fact that people's default response to a lot of these things is the first thing people love bringing up is how much money Stephen A. make or take. So people feel like, because I don't think necessarily, I mean, and she'll kind of break it down. I don't necessarily know if just because Stephen A. get paid a lot of money, I don't necessarily know if that makes it a skill set thing. I don't necessarily know is Stephen A. Smith the best and that's why he get paid that, or he get paid well. She'll break it down a little bit.
Talking about your show. What did he say about your show? And then you had to respond. He said I got fired for ratings.
When we make the argument and we want to bring race into the equation, we got to have it. We got to have the evidence. It can't be subliminal. It can't be something that's assumed. It can't be something that can plausible deniability. We got to know it. If you're going to support Joy Reid, the best way for you to do it was to make sure she didn't suffer a 47% drop in the ratings. So I'm qualified to talk about this subject. But if you really, really want to be helpful in knowing this business, if you really, really want it to be helpful to Joy Reid, the time to support her would it be now? The time would have been to make sure
that 1.4 million audience that she was drawing in
is the same audience that would have been there. That's how you keep folks on the air.
And I'm like, excuse me, sir. You got $100 million for a show with half my ratings at my worst. I had to literally Google his numbers. I'm like, how many people listen to the show? Is it like 4 million people? Oh, wait, it's like, what, 500,000 people? Dude, that's like average CNN. That's not that high. They're paying you not for your numbers, my friend. They're paying you because you are willing to say the nasty things about Black people that they want to say. You're willing to take their denigration of Black women and put it in the mouth of a Negro. And because you're willing to put the denigration of Black women in particular into a Negro's mouth, you now think that, oh, I must be a freaking political genius. But just be clear, you're not being paid for your numbers. You're being paid for what you're willing to do to us for white people's entertainment. And as long as you cool with that, bruh, keep being you. Don't come for my friends. Don't come for people that I know their value and try to devalue them in front of all the Black women who can see and hear you, because we know what you're doing. He was talking about.
So again, like I said, I don't necessarily know if it's I do think I think a lot of people sometimes when these women, especially because I mean there's been a lot of women recently going back and forth with Stephen A., but a lot of them try to kind of confuse the facts a little bit, making it seem like, oh, y'all just jealous because Stephen A. got this money and y'all didn't get paid this, that, and the third. I don't necessarily know if that's the case, because some of these people are, I mean, they still successful in their own right. Like Joy Ann Reid, I tell y'all, like her YouTube channel do numbers. Since she got fired from CNN, her shit do numbers. Or MSNBC, I can't remember which one she got fired from. But nigga, her YouTube channel go up. Don Lemon, the same thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And again, I guess we'll talk about that in a second when I get to Ebro and them. Like, for some of these people, that was a blessing that some of them got fired. Because I feel like even for Don Lemon, like, I see Don Lemon now way more than I did when he was on TV, because he's all over social media. Like, literally, he one of them people, when I talk about the people who be up off the early in the morning, he be up off the 8 a.m. on the TikTok doing the news, and he be back on the joint on YouTube like in the nighttime. So again, there's some of those people where they kind of relied on just their job, placing them in places where now they kind of they basically become content creators just with a name. They are just get themselves out there way more, and they just really use. But man, I'm not gonna lie to you, Don Lemon does it the best. But again, I think just even again with the Stephen A. thing, I think just man, he can. I don't think people hating on him. I think he does just rub a lot of people the wrong way now, and I think he tries to hide behind that's why I get paid the big bucks, or my ratings is this, that, and the third. Like, and you kind of taking it at face value because again, when he's sitting here and say his numbers is crazy, we don't. How the fuck we don't know that? We just go. He telling you they got the #1 show and this, that, and the third. Like even when I remember when Skip and Shannon was doing Undisputed, he was still saying the First Take was the #1 view show in the morning. Where it's like, you saying that, but nigga, everybody in their mother only was talking about Skip and Shannon. Niggas wasn't watching First Take at that time. Like I felt like First Take was taking a huge hit when Skip and Shannon was doing their thing. Like when Skip and Shannon hit their little peak and they was really doing numbers and going viral every other day, like I don't think niggas was even thinking about First Take. So again, like I said, Stephen A. Smith just kind of hides behind just the this, that, and the third, and numbers that we can't never see. So you almost taking him at face value for it. And then of course a lot of people are just whores for money. So you're gonna sit here and say, well, he got paid and this, that, and the third. These people just hating on him. I don't think these people are just like, these ain't just some like random just bum ass motherfuckers working at a fucking job and hating on Stephen A. Smith. These people have been on TV for years, just as long as he have, and they are household names in the spaces that they speak highly of, and that's in the political space. So again, like I said, I just don't I kind of agree with what she was saying, where it was like, nigga, you kind of get paid just to kick black people back in. And that kind of even just playing that off of the shit with Max Kellerman said about him, what was that, a week ago? It almost tracked. Like it's hard. It's too many people to kind of call Stephen A. Smith out for. It's hard to sit here and keep saying all of these people can't be wrong. It's kind of almost like the Diddy situation. Like everybody can't keep saying you're a horrible person and you not be a horrible person. Like it's too many people kind of with the same story. And I feel like Stephen A., I'm not saying he is as horrible as Diddy, but it'd be a little bit too many people kind of always throwing shots your way or calling you out on the type of time and the way you give it up for that not to just be a thing. I'm glad Erica here. Real quick, I'm gonna play this clip of these, and then because I ain't gonna tell you what the people look like. I'm just gonna play the clip and then I'll.
That's a red flag for me. Taking
the
food
leftovers
on your first date. On your first date with someone, leave the food.
Leave the food.
I have to agree.
All right.
But who wanted to take the food, you or her?
We both didn't want it to go to waste. So I was like, do you want it? And she was like, no. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll take it. So I took it. There were two separate packages, right?
Lauren, can you tell us why taking the food is
Yeah, I'd love to hear this.
an ick?
It has something to do for me, like financially. I think that leftovers, when you take leftovers, it's when you're like in a relationship. As a first date, you just eat whatever you want. And if there's leftovers, you can leave them there and then you can go your separate ways.
What's your thoughts on that, Erica?
I'm taking my food. Like, what? If I'm on a date and I didn't eat it all, I'm taking my food. I think that would offend him more. Like, I didn't eat my food and I just wasted it.
Yeah, I didn't. When I heard that, I was just like, this shit is so stupid. And it's just like,
But I think it was more so he took the leftovers from her. That's what I thought it was.
He took her leftovers?
Like, oh, you're not going to eat this type. That's what I thought. Well, like, listen to what
that's what it sounded. That is what it sounded like. It sounded like basically it was like she had leftover food, and then he was basically asking her like, "Hey, is you gonna eat that?" And she kind of was like, "No, I'm cool." Like, and so he ended up taking the leftovers for himself.
Yeah, because if you order your food and you didn't finish it, and I'm out. But if you taking leftovers from like, my plate, that's definitely a big red. That's a big red flag. That's a huge.
I don't know and I ain't gonna see. I'm trying to think. I haven't been. I ain't been.
Date. This is the first date, and he just taking my food.
Yeah,
like damn, nigga, you ain't eat.
I'm gonna look at you kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it right now off the top of my head. How that just seemed kind of nuts. Like, I'm just trying to think of
your food. If you didn't finish your food, then cool, you taking your. But that's what I think she's saying it like. All right, it's the first date, and you like, all right, you're not gonna eat this. Like, I'm gonna take it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like where. I'm trying to think of where would I go? How far could the food be? That like I'm geeking to sit here and take the extras.
To take her, not your food, to take the rest of her food on a first date, you would do that?
No, because now I mean, I don't see. I'm trying to think like off of just.
If it's
No
like a
way.
place where they had like what is it called? Where they had a big size or whatever leftover size.
Like hibachi.
Because they still putting that on your plate. Like I'm not dipping in your
Yeah.
plate.
Oh no, I know that's a good one, Marcus. I may want to take hibachi just because I'm a rice freak. I get what y'all saying though, because it would look crazy
because that's what I'm saying. Just
because it's not your food, because it's her
not your
food.
food. If you sit here and say, and 9 times out of 10, most people's like, oh, if you order hibachi, oh, I don't want the vegetables or whatever the case may be. It's just like, all right, it's just fried rice.
It depends on she got the. Let's just say, I'm glad you brought up hibachi because that's kind of the, to me that is almost the
No, that's the
perfect
only place
example.
I know that-
No, for sure, because
that when you get your food, you really don't eat your food when like they cook it. Nobody really finished their food at that
yeah,
time.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't give a fuck. She could judge me. I'm taking the hibachi. I'm taking the hibachi leftovers. That's the only place. That place right there. I'm glad you brought that up because that to me is probably the perfect place. Hibachi, and maybe if you was like at some cheesecake and she got like a chicken and shrimp Alfredo, like that probably.
No.
Nigga, I'm fat, dog. So I'm not gonna lie. It's certain like them carbs just
If
hit
it
me
was
differently,
wings,
dog.
if it was like some wings, if it's some wings or something, like all right, cool. Like I take the wings. But you talking about some? Nah, hell no, no Alfredo, hell no. You done already picked through it, ain't nah.
It probably depends on how. Would it say if she only took like 2 bites?
But it's still like you bite the noodle and fall back on your plate. Like
I don't give a fuck. If she let you fuck the first night, you gonna eat her pussy. What the fuck is the difference?
There's no guarantee that.
Nigga, them 2 places I'm taking it. If you out somewhere and it's some Alfredo and you ain't, and it's still a lot left, like I'm not about to sit here and take like, I'm not about to sit here and say, hey, let me get a to-go plate and it's only like just a little handful left. I'm talking about a whole. It got to be a whole plate full, especially hibachi though. I'm glad you brought up hibachi. If you went to Kobe's or something and you sit here saying she literally barely ate any of her plate and she got a whole big ass tray full of fucking hibachi, nigga, I'm taking that shit. You can. I don't give a fuck who judge me. I don't even give a fuck if she don't call me back the next day because I just sit here and saved on my lunch for the next day. I'm eating that fucking hibachi. Y'all got that. That next day, Michael put that hibachi in the microwave. Oh my god. Shout out to people who lived on the Temple Hill. So I remember I used to hang at the print shop. Nigga, that was it Fuji Mount? Oh my god. Nigga. Oh my god, dog. Man. Shoo! Nigga, that Fuji Mount lunch special. And nigga, that shit was like, what was that shit? At that time, I know it ain't that cheap no more, but at that time, I want to say it was like $10 for the lunch special.
Yeah, I don't know. I never been there from, but they help about you always.
Nigga, they had a lunch special. No, this is what I'm telling you. They had a lunch special at that Fuji Mountain. I want to say that joint it had to either be $10 or $15. I know it wasn't more than $15 for that lunch special. Oh my god, nigga! Everybody and their mother at the fucking print shop used to go there all the time. Damn that! Y'all just brought up hibachi. Oh my god, man!
Ain't gonna cap, big dog. You gotta let that shit go, though, bro. Let it go, big dog. You can't even go to the barbecue.
Oh, real quick before I play this, I mean, shout out to Jess Hilarious because y'all know I sit here and commented on this a few times, and I still kind of judge her because it took her so long. But I never seen her. I know, and I want to say over next weekend when y'all listening to this, I want to say like towards Christmas time, she will be in the DC area sometime during the holiday, during that break between Christmas and New Year's. I think she got some DC. Is this weekend coming up?
I think her show in Baltimore was this week.
Well, I know in the next 2 weeks she got some shows between DC,
18, 19,
between DC and Baltimore, she got a couple of shows coming up. But because I kept just sitting here saying like, bro, why did she out of that class of just like super viral social media comedians? I mean, of course, I don't think nobody gonna ever nobody even looking for a Drewski special, but just out of everybody who kind of like her peer group of people who just kind of blew up on the social media doing the skits and doing all the comedy stuff, she's the only one who kind of just like. But she don't even got no clips on the internet. Like there's not a clip of Jess Hilarious doing stand-up comedy on social media. I have never seen one at all.
I think I might have said like 1 or 2.
Yeah, what 1 or 2 or somebody else probably recorded her and posted it, not her posting it herself. But I'm just sitting here saying, because I'm just about to play Desi Banks. I'm just thinking about it. Desi Banks got some, B Simone got some. What's the other nigga? Mojo got some. DC Young Fly, all of them.
That be with her all the time. That dude is. I mean, because I follow him. Like I be seeing his clip, but like you said, I never seen hers.
Yeah, that kind of like that to me kind of, and just for her to be, I feel like she kind of smart business wise. So it's kind of like, and she very social media savvy. So it kind of make me almost question like, damn, is she really not funny or something? Like why she don't got no clips?
I want to see who saw her. I think Nia, somebody saw her. They told me about her.
Like I'm just thinking about and for people, everybody listening, just think about all of the social media comics who have came up around the same time as Jess Hilarious, or may even came up a little bit right after her. Like I'm 100% positive that everybody got clips of them doing their comedy specials or doing stand-up comedy, like even at a smaller comedy spot or whatever. All of them got them. Like B Simone had Endless Jones. B Simone was doing crowd work at one time, but it's just like, damn, I don't never see none of them. Like she just don't got none up there. And just when I seen this Desi Banks joint, it just made me think of B Simone. I mean, Jess Hilarious. I seen her doing promotion for her DC and Baltimore shows coming up, but I was just like, damn, why she don't got no fucking And I know she said she working on her
18th through the 21st.
In DC or in Baltimore.
DC.
Yeah, and what she had, I believe she had the DC Improv.
Tell them what you want. Yeah, let me get the number. Yeah, I don't see it on there. Shit. Let me get the Superdome. I'll take the Superdome. I think the Superdome would be exactly what I need. Let that shit go, bro. You ain't got number brains up there, big dog. And your homeboy ain't shit either. He should have got you the hat. That nigga ain't shit. He over here laughing at your goof ass. Take your hat off. Put it on his head. Put that shit on, bro. Put it on, bro. Yeah. What's up, twin? What's up, twin? Yeah, nigga. What you laughing at, bro? Take your hat off, bro. I ain't gonna cap, big dog. You gotta let that shit go, though, bro.
Oh, hold on, I got one more. I meant to play this clip like some months ago because this shit, I ain't go. What you about to say?
No, I was looking at the tickets.
They expensive or they cheap?
51.
Oh, that ain't bad.
A lot of beautiful women in the DMV. There are. They're like an abundance. They also look good on paper. You know, good job. They educated, but some of them are just losers. They have loser personalities. They're goofy. They're weird bitches. Every bitch that look good and got a good job is not a real bitch. Some bitches are just weird. Some bitches are dumb. Some bitches are goofy. Some bitches are losers, and they do loser bitch shit.
I don't know who it is, but she's taking your ass through that.
You don't gotta worry about the looks. Bitches from around here look good. Got a degree. Got a good job. They work in tech. That's cool. Common sense, 0. Personality, stupid. Okay. Decision making, F. Okay. And they're losers and they're goofies. Okay. Just avoid them.
I've been meant to play that clip like a month ago. I forgot. I seen it again and I had to send. I said, let me send this on to myself because I forgot to share. She took the people to church. Goddamn, Dak, you almost literally threw that game away. I guess we can kind of get let's just go Ebony in. Fuck it. I ain't about to keep waiting my time.
Has been removed. The scene has been cleared. Just before that, we did see officers towing an SUV from the parking lot here as part of the investigation. Now, you mentioned the place. It's the Ebony Inn. It's also a pit barbecue restaurant and lounge. Usually they're open until 2 a.m. weeknights. Now, the initial call came in at 11:54 p.m. People reported there was a fight, then gunfire, leaving a victim lying in the hallway. Now, employees told police they were actually hiding in the freezer with the door locked, fearing for their safety. Officers were told to use extreme caution when entering the establishment because it was not known whether the shooter or shooters were still in the building, and it was not safe for ambulance crews to go in either. Now, once Prince George's County officers went in, they cleared the scene. They confirmed that the victim was deceased. There were no other injuries reported, and then the investigation continued from there. Now, I did ask the public information officer if anyone had been taken into custody or detained. He would not confirm confirm that, but he did tell me that there is no active lookout for any shooter or suspects, and that there is no threat to the larger community. So we believe that perhaps either someone has been detained or they know who they're looking for. They're trying to wrap up all the details of the investigation. We're still in contact with the Public Information Office for any updates, and we'll bring them to you as soon as we have them.
Again, rest in peace to this gentleman who lost his life at the Ebony. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some places, like when you hear certain shit or you hear certain things happen in certain places, they kind of never shock you. It's like, especially like at the Ebony Inn, because it's just so funny. Not, of course, to him passing, but it was just like my younger cousin sent me a text, like maybe it was I want to say like a week ago, and she was texting me about this girl that I used to talk to, and she danced at the Ebony Inn. She's like, "Damn, your girl fell." I'm like, one, why the fuck do you even know that this girl danced at the fucking Ebony Inn? But two, it's just like, bro, it's just some shit where it's just like, I don't know what the age group of, I mean, because let's be clear, it'd be a bunch of old people who hanging at the Ebony Inn, but it'd be just certain spots that just be like, bro, it just, I haven't been in the Ebony Inn in fucking like 10 years probably, but again, I haven't been there, especially since Jason died. Again, rest in peace to Fly Guy. But I haven't, man, nothing even just like nothing about the Ebony Inn make me even think twice about even wanting to fucking step foot in that bitch. So it's just like, it's just some spaces where it's just like, I feel like you should be able to just outgrow certain shit. Like, it's just not like, it ain't enough pussy in the world, or I'm not even horny enough that something's gonna make me have to sit and go to the Ebony Inn. I'm sorry, dog. Like, it's just like nothing about the Ebony Inn be like, damn, I'm trying to go pull up the Ebony Inn and see what they got going on at the Ebony Inn. But I do want to play this clip, and it kind of made me sit here when I seen this, because they'll talk to, it's a clip with the Fox News, and they're
kicking a field goal for?
Maybe they're gonna try to do an onside kick. That's why they left time on the clock and get it back. Even still, it still ain't gonna be enough. I still don't get it. But yeah, but they had a clip, and they was talking to this gentleman's daughter. But at the beginning of the clip, they kind of rent down his past. So I want to play this, and then I want to ask y'all: do y'all think when the news do stuff like this, is it justified of them bringing up his past?
Georges County Police say the armed private security guard shot Hunt while interacting with a group of people possibly involved in a fight, including Hunt. Fox 5 can now confirm that Hunt was released from D.C. prison 2 years ago after being sentenced to 35 years behind bars in connection with an armed robbery and shooting death of a 14-year-old girl in 1996. His daughter and a friend told me he served his time, turned his life around, and they believe there was no reason to shoot and kill him at the club last night. Homicide detectives were in and out of the building all afternoon, at one point examining something up on the roof.
How are you feeling tonight?
Empty. My emotions are all over the place. I talk to my dad almost every day. He was just with my son, give that my son.
Do you know what led up to this or what happened? Are you hearing anything? Have you talked to police?
I've heard different stories, but I don't know what actually happened. It was not there. I was not aware that he was even there.
And tonight, Prince George's County Police are still investigating what happened here. Police say that they recovered another firearm here at the scene and that it does not belong to the security guard. Police have not released the guard's name, and no charges have been filed.
So again, I seen people in the comment section and they was mad, like, oh, Fox News, y'all nasty for that. Why y'all had to sit here and bring up his past? But I kind of wonder where, when they bring up the past, is it kind of trying to, again, rest in peace to this gentleman. I kind of wonder, do they bring up your past to kind of set the tone to the audience on maybe why the security guard is in charge? Because let's be clear, I don't know how much somebody's past kind of matters right now, because I mean, he committed a crime.
If it was like, you know what I'm saying, the child, you know what I'm saying, like pedophile, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You bringing up that past, but for you saying, say, armed robbery and accidentally shooting a 14, you know what I'm saying, like that don't have nothing to do with that. I don't think that had nothing to do with.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of wondering. I seen a lot of people in the comment section. That was kind of what people was running to, like, why did y'all have to bring up his past? But then again, I don't know this gentleman, so I don't necessarily know
the time and all that. Like, he served his time, and you bring that up, that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I don't,
because he turned his life around. It's just that, no, hell no. Because what you trying to say? He reckless with the gun?
I don't know. But I was kind of, when they played it, I was kind of wondering like, damn, what do the past actually got to do with anything? Or do you kind of tie the past in where you kind of make it seem like, hey, this person wasn't no fucking perfect angel. Like this just didn't happen to some random person. Like I kind of don't know
Was that
why
the
they
one who got shot, or was that this security who shot?
No, the person who got shot was the person they was talking about his past.
Okay. Yeah, that ain't got shit to do with it.
Yeah, so I just played it. Let me see real quick.
Let's discourse, shall we? Stanford did a study where they sent out thousands of duplicate resumes to Fortune 500 companies. Half of these fake resumes had black sounding names like Tyrell and Lamar. The other half had white sounding names like Walker and Bobby. Half of the black applicants had a felony on their resume. Half did not. Half of the white applicants had a felony on their resume. Half did not.
About 34% of whites with no criminal record received a callback or job offer. In the case of black testers, 14% of those with no criminal background received a callback or job offer. But the most surprising finding was really related to blacks with no criminal background relative to whites with a felony conviction. We find that a white applicant with a felony conviction fared just as well, if not better, relative to a black applicant with a clean record.
A white applicant with a felony conviction got callbacks at a higher rate than a black applicant with the same resume that didn't have a felony conviction.
This suggests that being black in America today is essentially like having a felony conviction in terms of one's chances of finding employment.
This is structural racism.
All right, so real quick, I waited long enough. We can kind of get into, I want to get into this Ebro in the morning, and they basically I don't know, and I don't know if their show is going to get is it completely canceled or they just changing their times. But Ebro in the morning, so that's Ebro, Rosenberg, and Laura Stiles have got fired from they got fired. They got fired from Hot 97. So Hot 97 morning show now will be taken over by Funkmaster Flex. Yeah, so I honestly don't. I guess my opinion. I guess real quick, I'm gonna give my opinion. I want to play this clip of Ebro, so I do have a lot of opinions on realistically why they lost this show, how they lost this show, and it just realistically it kind of go into our conversation where we had maybe a few months ago when we was talking about Jalen Rose or we was talking about Mark Jackson and them when they was losing their job from ESPN. Because if you follow any of them on social media, they kind of just they're Hot 97. It's not like, it's perfect example. It's not like the Breakfast Club. Like you go on the Breakfast Club, you don't even almost don't even got to listen to the podcast episodes or watch YouTube. That's how much content they clip up and how much content they constantly put out. And even just before I played this Ebro clip, even perfect example, like 2 weeks ago, I was telling Marcus, I'm like, that we got to kind of figure, like get the YouTube back on point because you miss out on just free promo, but because you can stumble across more podcasts or anything on YouTube if you just on YouTube long enough. You could just stumble across something. If somebody watch something and your content may be similar to theirs, or people, whatever case may be, they'll share it to you on most podcast apps and stuff like that. They don't offer those things. So realistically, I've seen Apple the podcast thing look like they trying to start to do that a little bit and change it up a little bit. But I just think with YouTube is like, bro, YouTube will sit here and send you some podcasts to watch, and it may literally only got fucking 40 or 50 views on the junk. So it's not even a view thing. It just may be on the actual subject matter they're talking about. And I'm just sitting here saying all of that to say is I think Ebro and them got in their own way to realistically their demise. And when I play this clip and you hear him sitting here in the clip telling people, hey, go subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I seen even academics kind of going on a rant about it, where it's like you telling niggas to subscribe to your YouTube channel fucking like 20 years too late.
You subscribe to Ebro in the morning on YouTube. Told y'all a couple of weeks ago when they tried to run that.
But just think about that real quick. Just think about this. Like, I'm sure for most, I mean, I don't know if how many of y'all actually watch this show, but the Breakfast Club, where they celebrating their 15-year anniversary. So I believe Ebro and them maybe Rosenberg already had that show maybe around the same time, but let's just sit here and say that this generation of that show may came 2 years after the Breakfast Club. So let's say they've been Ebro, Laura, and Rosenberg been doing that show for 13 years. There's no way in hell you should be waiting until you get fired to push out a YouTube channel. Like, listen, if you listen to the Breakfast Club, that was one of the things Charlamagne said after the Birdman interview. He was like, bro, we had to start our own YouTube channel. And if you really listen to the Breakfast Club, he be talking about how they be having cameras in there working on a documentary. There's no way in hell you could be that far behind the 8 ball. But again, it's just because some older people, let's be real, some older people are just be so caught in their ways. And because I listen to their show, I listen to hear how they talk about TikTok, how you dismiss Twitch, you dismiss you downplay because you had a corporate job. You feel like working at the radio station, hey, I got a paycheck, I get this. You weren't doing anything above and beyond to bring more eyeballs to the show or to keep yourself relevant. And let's be clear, all of them have good jobs. So this is not sitting here saying like how I'm watching, like how academics is kind of making it seem like it's an aha moment where, okay, even Drake, I seen Drake in the comments and he kind of was laughing, but I mean, Ebro still got a job on, he still work for Apple Music. So he do the Rap Life on podcast or interview series on Apple Music. So I mean, realistically, right? Yeah, he's like, he one of the head people in it. So like, even if you go to Ebro Instagram time, you would see, or if you go on Ebro's Instagram, you will see more clips from his Apple Music stuff than you will see from Ebro in the morning. But that's realistically, I mean, of course, because I'm sure Apple, they probably clip up more shit for him. So all he doing is just posting it. But still, you should never allow your, like, especially if you're a personality, you shouldn't rely on whatever job you're working to be the only way you kind of getting views. You should have your own shit. Because let's be clear, I'm not making, because I listen, y'all know for a fact, I talk about this all the time. I listen to them. I like them because their banter.
I didn't know until movies in Florida and you turned the shit on.
But their banter is a little bit more, it's more friendly. Like you can tell they're actual friends outside of just the radio station. So their conversation is more family oriented, is more family oriented. They spend holidays together. They celebrate birthdays and stuff together. Where the Breakfast Club shit is more hot topics and hot takes and stuff like that. Where their joint is a little bit more, again, a family oriented show. But you can still, always sound like a bunch of old people who was kind of stuck in their ways and felt like because we work at Hot 97, that's enough. And now you sitting here you getting fired. You telling niggas to sit here and subscribe to a YouTube channel. That shit is ass backwards to me. And I said that same thing when we was talking about niggas losing their job at ESPN. Especially if you work at one of these corporations and you're getting paid to talk. I told y'all that's one of my biggest beefs, even with the basketball niggas who work at NBA TV. Like, bro, you spend some money on, and let's be clear, a lot of people talk a lot of shit about streamers and podcasters. I don't know if y'all be paying attention to this equipment shit ain't cheap. Like I seen the streaming shit. I was getting an oil change and I went it was across the street from a Best Buy and I went into the Best Buy and I just stumbled in the aisle where they got the streaming equipment. Bro, that shit ain't cheap at all. So for them little, I'm not even mad if you spend that type of money on a goddamn streaming chair or one of them fucking PS Jones to build your shit up there and you done built yourself a nice little streaming junk, bro. I would sit my black ass in one of them chairs for 8 hours too if I spend that type of money on building me up a little gaming room. So again, like I said, and I know a lot of because I'm on social media, I see a lot of people be talking shit about them streamers, and I'm not even talking about the people, of course, big as Cass and that. I'm just talking about some of the smaller streamers who just trying to come up. That come up and just the setup that they have built for themselves. I promise you, even some of the weaker setups, them shits ain't cheap. If they got a decent gaming chair in there, that motherfucker alone probably like $300 something.
$300.
It's more than that.
For what?
A gaming chair?
For a chair or just everything?
No, I'm talking the chair. No.
Yeah, the chair. No, shit. Oh, hell no. I don't even think you. That's a cheap chair. $300.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, like a gaming chair.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. $300 is a. You something like Walmart, all that type of shit.
Oh shit. See, that's my point. I didn't even know. I thought $300. I thought that was a decent chair.
Oh hell no. Hell no. I just seen one hell no. They like 6, 7. Yeah.
That's my point. So that's my point right there. That's why I just sit here and say I see a lot of people talk shit or just about shit that they just don't know about just because you may not like people's takes. So
like I said, I mean, just estimate wise, like if you just saying starting off, you like, all right, chair, table, computer, camera, lights, you're gonna spend at least $2,000 minimum.
And that's the beginner shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's my point. So, but again, and
that's not even including the software and all that shit to run it, to edit or anything like that.
Yeah. Again,
them shares, them
and again, let's be clear. I'm sure it has to be comfortable, because especially if you're talking about somebody, if you're gonna sit in that chair for a long period of time, and you're gonna really be on there gaming, you're gonna need a comfortable chair. That's just a fact. But again, like I said, just for Ebro, just even him sitting here starting that video off, sitting here saying subscribe to their YouTube channel, it's just funny if you actually listen to their show, because it's like one of his biggest jokes is this ain't no little podcast or this, that, and the third, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to start, if y'all gonna keep y'all show together just so y'all can keep y'all voices alive, you about to have to start a little podcast.
Because that's just a...
How much is that one? $600. God damn. God damn. Yeah, so that, again, like I said, that's just
so
to
like
me.
I say, you can find.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find cheaper ones, but realistically, if you're going to be serious about streaming, I don't necessarily know if you should be trying to look for a cheaper chair. Realistically, I'm sure the more expensive the chair is, more comfortable the chair will be for you to be able to sit in there on real times. Because again, like I said, that's one of the cool things I like about TikTok, because you can kind of watch people like literally be on them Jones 8 o'clock in the morning, and nigga like full live in the game. Like it's an older dude from here, and literally he played with the Redskins. His whole setup is like a Redskin. He playing his jersey, he be having his hat on, or he may have him like a little button up Redskin Jones. Anytime he playing the game, he played with the Commanders, and he always got on Commanders gear. His background is like he's an older nigga, but I'm talking about literally. I may be getting on the joint at like 9 o'clock. I started posting my prayer stuff or whatever case may be, and I'm scrolling and I see him every day on that joint, just building with his people in like full, like, it's a difference between like when a nigga just starting the game and some of these niggas be like in rare form popping their shit, and this nigga real live be just rare form just popping it. But again, like I said, for some niggas like Ebro, if you really listen to their show, you can see that he is kind of like not just him, it's Rosenberg too. They were just like you kind of was shitting on what other people had going on, and you can't complain about, and I think for a lot of older people when it comes to music and your music taste, if you want to actually, if you old and you ain't trying to make content, then you can listen to whatever the fuck you want. But if you old and you trying to make content, I don't necessarily know if you could just be Nas and me to death and whatever shit to fit in that.
Because like even with Donnie Simpson, like I feel like he probably realized, all right, I need to podcast, or I need to, because I think because you've done it at a younger, when you think about, when you look at, like, let's use fans for like Donnie Simpson, how even with like the team, yes, back in the day you was doing this, but then he was like, all right, well, I've been on the radio for God knows how long. My voice is my voice. But it's like, all right, well, how you reach that other audience? And if you don't reach that other audience or even try to, you pretty much out the loop.
No, yeah, for sure.
Even like somebody like Ricky Smiley, like, he made his, like, all right, that's like when they be doing their joint, like you saying, all right, yeah, we on how many different places, but then we got the little what's the little joint that come on TV, then we got the on the pod, you know what I'm saying, like actually like you going to utilize everything, because like, all right, we condescend, what they call it when you playing on different station?
You are, I know what you're talking about. Syndicated. There you go. Syndicated.
So it's like, all right, well, now you can see me and you can hear, you know what I'm saying, on different platforms. I think some people just get too comfortable. But it's like, all right, we just
no, yeah, you just get too comfortable with having a job. That's it. And in this economy, because it was so funny, because me and Todd was talking about, he's like, damn, it's so fucked up. They've been working at that job for 13 years and they end up getting fired. But I'm like, yeah, you'd have had that job for 13 years, but when was the last time you actually put the effort into taking that show to the next level? So, because yeah, you got a job, but what are you really bringing to the job though? At this point, you kind of stealing money from the job.
But then I think that takes us back to the Stephen A. conversation. It's just like, all right, yeah, I do have a job, but then it's like, all right, I'm doing 50 other jobs just to get a paycheck.
For sure.
Because like you said, if it's not hot or it's not, people not checking for it, it's like, all right, well, now I got to see you on this show. I got to see you on this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's to each his own. It's like you got
you got to see them on all those shows, and then I think realistically you have to make sure you on all the platforms. Like maybe let's be clear, I'm still, and just because even for the Twitch thing, I think because that's another app that you have to download. I don't necessarily know if you have to run and go do that, because it's like even for like I know the Breakfast Club be on there, but I kind of be looking at it where it's like if I'm somebody, if I'm,
I think it's because even YouTube has the same thing. Like you can stream now.
I mean, that's what you're doing right now.
No. They got an actual what's name joint, the streaming joint. This is just live though. They have actual like streaming joint, like you connect to it or whatever.
Oh well, again, I know that, but again, I mean, like for me, I think maybe to me the only platform and I think even if you're getting older, I think your conversations have to become a little bit older. Like everything can't be like, I'm not gonna come on here and sit here and talk about fucking. And let's be clear, shout out to Krishan Rock. She got the shit smacked out of her and she squabbled up. She sit here and squared up with them bitches. But I'm not about to come in here and talk about that shit every week. I think sometimes for some people where it's like a lot of people don't know because you're not gonna be able to keep up with the youngins. So it's just certain things you got to kind of allow them to have. Like even to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I even like when I listen to certain shit, I judge Rory and Maul when they were sitting here. You did a 20-minute fucking talking point about the streaming fucking junk. Nobody listening to you watch that shit. Like you gotta kind of know your audience, and I understand some people be trying to stay youthful, but I'm like, bro, some shit is just for the kids. Allow the kids to have their shit. You need to figure out how to keep your age group happy and maybe stay young with your age group and maybe a 5-year window younger. But I'm not about to chase what 20-year-olds are into. Like even when I see blog pages posting like Blueface and them, like I feel like certain shit you could kind of skip. But I understand.
But do you know your age group? I think feel like you might think you know, but then it's like, all right, damn, I need to I want to reach this other, you know what I'm saying? I want to reach this other demographic.
You could reach it. You better. And that's when I respect Stephen A. You can reach a different demographic and stay in your age group. You just got to talk about something completely different. And that's why I won't knock Stephen A. for trying to do the politics shit, because he's like, all right, cool. You can't politics that niggas got to vote until they die. So that shit you never gonna get too old to talk about politics. You never gonna get too, even realistic. You honestly won't never get too old to talk about sports, because people 80 years old to still go to games. What was that older lady who was going to some of the games until she died? I forgot. People still do that. I think Colorado had one. What was one for the basketball Jones?
Was
that Duke?
No. It was
it's an older white lady, but it was one of them bigger.
No, it wasn't Duke. It was because somebody black and gold. Somebody black and gold. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
But anyway, with all that being said, I just think a lot of people work them jobs. Again, a lot of people do it at ESPN, where it's like you build up. Man, it's a lot of people do it at ESPN, man. Shout out to Elle Duncan. I don't even know where they clipped her and she never even built her own. And I don't know what their contracts be like. So I don't necessarily know if you can't build another podcast. The only person I've seen do it and was built and got fired from certain Jones and kind of always got to keep their name and their platform was Bomani Jones. Like he got fired from ESPN and his shit still came up as the Bomani Jones show. But some of them other niggas, like even people he be having on, like is this dude named Vinny Goodwill, and he got a joint. He was working at Yahoo. Now he work at ESPN, but I was subscribed to his Yahoo podcast, but now he don't got it no more. Like nigga, this shit was named after you. It's called the Get a Vinny Goodwill Show. So now you telling me that Yahoo owns your joint? Like some of these niggas, I think just be like ass backwards with their shit. Where it's like now, like nigga, you need to own. If it's your name, especially if a podcast is named after you, it shouldn't be attached to no fucking no goddamn no corporation. So you can still take it with you. Because even for Ebro and them, I kind of want to see. Okay, cool. If you fired and y'all still gonna keep doing the show, which I hope y'all invested some money and y'all got studio equipment of your own, which you should have, or even have it. I think, and realistically, I think the way they record, I'm sure they maybe could still do it if they want to do it, but I don't necessarily know. Because I think most of the time when they was recording, they wasn't in studio together anyway. Most of the time they was doing it virtually. So I mean, it didn't sound like they was doing it virtually, but they did do it virtually. I just kind of want to see how that go. But again, I'll finish.
I think that's probably that might be the issue. It's just like we've been doing this for so long and we got comfortable with it. And it's just like, all right, damn, now that we don't have this radio, now how we to keep.
Yeah, but you got too comfortable because you should. Guess what? If they would have got fired and they was already building up and they was heavy on TikTok and they was heavy on Instagram and whatever the case may be, I don't necessarily, people just will go follow you wherever. The same way people like, cause
no, but that's what I'm saying. But I think sometimes, like I said, in your mind frame, like even when we like how long ago when we was with what's name in them when we was like, you never used TikTok. You didn't think nothing about Snapchat or none of that. But it was like, all right, once you finally got to it, it's like, all right, damn, now I kind of see like, oh, no, I can see why people use this shit.
No, for sure. I think
So
even for
some people
TikTok,
might
I
get
think the worst thing for TikTok was at once, especially during the pandemic. I'm still mad that I didn't get on it during the pandemic, but because it's most of the time you only seen it for the dance and shit. I'm like, bro, I can't dance. So I'm not about to get on the app that's built on just niggas dancing and I can't dance. Like, what the fuck am I gonna get on there for? So I'm mad that was realistically, because that was just the way it was advertised. Like when most people kept, like when you seen people even post their stuff on Instagram, it was always a dancing video. So it was kind of, but again, like you said, when you finally get on there and you see, oh, the dancing is the fucking least of this shit. So you have to, it's no way, you cannot, if you are a personality, you cannot, one, fall in love with just one platform, because the algorithm, sometimes Instagram may put you on the right algorithm. Sometimes it may be TikTok. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna always be TikTok over Instagram, but sometimes Instagram surprise you and they may put you in favor and you go on and you get to go viral. But 9 times out of 10, TikTok is probably more favorable for you. YouTube Shorts, or any of these things, you should be building it up. There's no way in hell you've been getting paid for this shit for 13 years and now you damn near seem like you coming behind the 8 ball. Like, he just sound like a nigga, like now you making it seem like it's because of your political stance. No, nigga, because you just got lazy. What was, like, even for some, I listen to this shit every week. They haven't even had a big name interview in God knows how long. The only joint that realistically name that they got an interview that the Breakfast Club didn't get was fucking Tyler, what I'm about to call the nigga Tyler Perry, Tyler the Creator. That's it.
But he always get them.
Yeah, he always go to them, but that's my point. But that's their only joint. But you saying once every 2 or 3 years you get a Tyler the Creator joint and that's it? Nigga, the Breakfast Club be damn near, you go on their YouTube, they posting fucking 5 interviews a day. And out of them 5, one of them bitches gonna go viral every day. How you competing? Y'all both in New York City.
But that's why I say I think some people just be so, like you said, you be stuck in your ways, or you even just, because even if you take it like, even with like, I mean, not to, I don't know if you're gonna talk, but like even with how Joe and them with the commercial, like you don't know it until you actually use it, and you're like, oh damn shit, like I probably, you know what I'm saying, like you might see it, like I guess you don't think outside of that box until you really have to. So you might look at like, oh, I don't need no commercial, I don't need this, I don't need, you know what I'm saying, like you don't think about it, and then like, damn, I should have been doing this all this time.
I don't, but no, I mean, I haven't seen the commercial, but I don't even think even for Joe though, I think he eventually has to get out of his comfort zone. Like, nigga, you don't need a commercial, you just need better co-hosts.
No, but I feel like even with the see, I think the commercial might just bring other eyes on it.
Who gonna watch? Who gonna see a commercial? Who gonna watch a commercial?
No, but I think that commercial probably was paid like with what's the little betting joint?
Oh,
like,
Prize Picks.
Yeah, I feel like that's all. That's a part.
Oh, it's a Prize Picks commercial.
No, it's a Joe Button commercial. It's a Joe Button Network commercial. But I feel like Prize Pick probably you probably seen what it was with how it was with Prize Pick. How those commercial was. So you probably.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've seen his Prize Pick commercial, but I haven't seen whatever commercial they was talking about on Saturday.
Yeah,
but I just think, but realistically, just even for Joe, I just think he the same way with the Ebro shit. Like, you are a great, himself. You are a great podcaster. He is LeBron James in Cleveland after Kyrie wanted out of it. You just carrying a bunch of bullshit. The nigga Ice got on his fucking joint and tried to double down on his badass Pooh Shiesty take. Like, nigga, get that right there would have got that right there. What I would have told that nigga, go take a break, dog. Like, that just to me, again, that kind of go into the Shy Glizzy shit. It's like, niggas you can't be that detached from what the fuck is going on in the real world. You should have never in your mind thought that niggas was not going to be geeking for Pooh Shiesty to come home. And how bad that take was, Pooh Shiesty knocked Mariah Carey. We're in the heart of Mariah Carey season. Pooh Shiesty fucking first day out knocked Mariah Carey out of the fucking #1 spot on Apple Music. And this stupid ass nigga got on fucking Twitter and sit here and say, I don't know when Pooh Shiesty come out if niggas really gonna be checking for his music no more, because I don't feel like that's the type of time that's not the music niggas listening to. What? And what fucking planet? Like, nigga, Back in Blood still go crazy they play Black in Blood on the radio every fucking day when they do one of the mixes after 8 o'clock. Every single day, niggas, they pollute any club and nigga, that fucking Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog, nigga, Pooh, I'm really shy. Man, shut the fuck up. That be my point. Some niggas takes me just so fucking bad. Dude, you just need to get rid of them niggas. You wasting, stop, get out of your comfort zone. Joe Budden comfort zone is I want to power with my friends. Get some of them weak ass niggas out and get you some random niggas that you see on the internet with good takes and that's why I respect Stephen A. Even like niggas to say what they want, but Stephen A. not scared to spar with the best niggas on the planet. Like whoever giving it up, he gonna par with them. Or he gonna bring them on first take. He gonna debate whoever he not scared of no smoke. Some niggas is like, even for Joe, like I'd be like, are you scared to really par for real? Like you are great. You yourself is great, but the shit that you carrying a bunch of bullshit. Like niggas with horrible fucking takes, and if them niggas ain't Rory and Maul. If all of them niggas stopped and went and go do their own show, you're not sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm about to go see listen to Ice or having a podcast by herself." Like, get the fuck on somewhere, dog. Like, stop.
Who Cuomo play on me? Remember that shit? And then they tried, you know, when the Trumpster got in office. Listen, man, I don't capitulate well, bro. Been doing this too long. If you look around all the major media outlets, man. All of them. Look at all of them. They all got to fold up because they all trying to renew their deals, their licenses. They all, well, in this particular situation, we'll get into more specifics another time. Bro's a casino owner. You know those 3 licenses that they got here in New York City for the casinos? The guy that owns the shit owns one of the casinos licenses. He got to raise $500,000, bro. $500 million, excuse me. They need my shit talking anti-Netanyahu, anti-government, progressive shit out the way, bro. They need me out the way. They trying to get to these bags that these VCs got, raise some capital. They don't really care, like, especially for like a Hot 97 and a WBLS. They don't give a fuck about hip hop or black music or black community. They don't give a fuck about none of that. They give a fuck about access. They give a fuck about being able to bring their little nerdy friends to the concerts because that helps them raise money. They've been trying to get to me for years, bro. Years. But, you know, Ebro in the morning on the YouTubes. Subscribe. And we'll get into it. You know what I'm saying? Shayla.
See, and we can get into something else. But my only beef with him is just like, bro, you should have just been building up that YouTube channel fucking 10 years ago. Like that shit to me just don't make, it kind of just didn't make no sense that you trying to build up a YouTube channel now after you got fired. And I guess one of my last critiques on them is like you waste a lot of time shitting on Charlamagne and sitting here saying, well, Charlamagne do this and this, that, and the third. Like they used to say Breakfast Club and Charlamagne by name, where like the Breakfast Club never addressed them at all. Where it's like,
but that was a local beef, right?
Yeah, of course. Local radio beef, of course. So I mean, but still, it's just like you shouldn't critiqued him on everything he was doing, but he kind of was doing everything right. Like he was like them, like he on, and that's why he on Fox News, and that's why he on CNN, and that's why he on MSNBC, and that's why he getting to have all of these big guests. Like niggas ain't skipping the Breakfast Club, and that's from political motherfuckers, from rappers, actors, whoever. Where they was skipping Hot 97, and Hot 97 is supposed to be like a legendary household shit in New York City. And just in the hip hop community in general. So for people to be able to keep skipping them, that shit is kind of like, you got to take some of the blame. You can't sit here and try to use the black card. We're like, oh, they just was looking, they didn't want my super pro. Like, dog, all that same, whatever pro black shit you fake trying to kick it, dog, Charlamagne do that shit on a P level. So it's just like, I hear you, but again, you got to take some of the blame. Like you can't just, I think a lot of these people.
What is that station though?
What, Hot 97?
Yeah.
It's an FM station.
Is it the same like here? Like Hot 95?
Like 93.9, yeah.
Okay. I ain't know if it may be.
Yeah, it's like 93.9.
But you know, like the other stations.
Yeah, but we can get into some real news now, though.
According to Odessa police, about a teen breakup that turned triple homicide that happened at an apartment in Odessa. According to Odessa Police Department, a 15-year-old boy who was not identified allegedly planned on shooting his ex-girlfriend outside of school, but then changed his mind and went to her home instead. Officials say that there he shot his ex-girlfriend's mother, identified as 39-year-old Jessica Rodriguez. The teen then shot his ex-girlfriend's 9-year-old brother and 13-year-old sister. The 15-year-old boy ran from the scene but was quickly taken into custody. Police say he's being charged with 1 count of capital murder of multiple persons. Odessa police say this was a targeted incident.
I need to assure everyone that this is a targeted thing. This was not random where someone was just picked out. Also, not an active shooter event. We knew who the actor was almost immediately.
Dog, do you know how fucking crazy that is? A 15-year-old breaking up with a girl and sitting here wanted to sit here and shoot her, but instead of sitting here shooting her, he go end up killing her mother and her 2 siblings.
Now, this is where I will say your phrase, bad parenting.
Like, dog, his parents should have to do life in jail. He should do life in jail, and his parents should do life in jail. Like, that shouldn't be just a 15-year-old getting punished on his own. His parents have to do some time with him too, dog. Like, that's the shit. Like, I swear to God, I don't know who, man. If Trump really want to win people over and he want niggas to sit here and champion him a little bit, he has to make it a law where for shit like that, dog, the parents need to get charged too. Cause that's crazy, dog. You talking about like, man.
Like, you just don't know how to deal with your feelings.
I mean, of course you don't. You're only 15 years old.
No,
but where the fuck did he get the gun from?
But that's what I'm saying. That's something where, like, all right, you didn't have a conversation. It's just that right there when you say your phrase "bad parenting," that's definitely, yes, for, like I said, for the simple fact that you acted on it off of a breakup in which, like I said, you're young, puppy love, whatever the case may be. You broke up, whatever the case may be. You went and killed her
3
mother
people over a breakup.
You know, and that whole he's a juvenile, man. Fuck that juvenile shit, nigga. You made adult decisions.
Yeah, that shit is crazy though. Like that, yeah. That's some of the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, bro, a 15-year-old literally sit here and went and killed 3 people, dog.
And then he got a shit to do with your relationship.
I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna fuck that little girl up for the rest of her life, though.
Of course. Of course.
Like, I don't even know. I don't even necessarily
Man.
know if I could get in another relationship ever after that.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't want to.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do shit. I wouldn't even want to. Like, but that's because you even looking at it, just like, damn, like, how do I even? And you talking about we going into the holidays and all that shit? Like, I don't really have my mother, my brother, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that shit wild, dog.
Off of fucking some puppy love shit.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
But then,
go ahead.
Is that when we really have a conversation was just like, what is real love? Or what do you see? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have to have that conversation? Like now, like, all right, you young, you don't really know what true love is.
Man, I don't even know what conversation you had with a kid. A kid that is that crazy where your brain go from, I wanted to kill my girlfriend, one, because of the relationship, because we broke up. And then you go from, all right, well, fucking, I ain't about to kill her. I'm gonna go kill her mother and her 2 fucking little kid ass siblings. Bro, that's crazy as shit. Like, I don't even know what, as a parent, I don't even know what conversation you can have with your kid to prevent some shit like that. But whatever the fuck going on in that house, and the right shit wasn't going on in the house, that was even where their brain went. Like, I don't even know, because I can't even blame that on love. Like, that shit that you say as an adult, like, oh man, we was married for 40 years and I came in the house and my wife cheated on me and so I lost it. Like, that's like, I don't even know how I would have, man, 15?
You ain't experienced shit, and you ain't gonna experience shit now.
Nigga, I'm 41 and I still be questioning if I ever really been in love before. And you telling me a fucking 15-year-old know what the fuck love is to the point where he's saying, man, ain't no way in hell, dog. Get out like, nah, fuck.
Oh. Hello. Hello. There's bottles. There's what's happening.
I'm
This
the
is
owner of Blunt Wine.
nice to meet you.
You've communicated with me, and thank you so much for being personable. Yes,
It's
ma'am.
Peaches.
Every question.
Okay,
Thank
come
you
on.
so much.
Peaches.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
I wanna get
He's
this-
gonna put. Okay, we're gonna do. You're gonna hold this.
Thank you.
We're gonna put it in the car. Okay. She's got it. She's taking it. She's taking it.
So real quick, the video I'm about to play, of course, I'm sure most of y'all, if you follow most of the blog pages, especially the Shade Room, you've seen this video going viral of the lady. I believe she is the owner of Uncle Nearest. And I want to say, I think we played this maybe a month, probably 2 months ago now at this point. I want to say there was some legal situations going on with Uncle Nearest. I only know what Uncle Nearest is because Kenny Burns, of course, is a DMV promoting legend, and he's living in Atlanta now, but he was doing a lot of the endorsement and brand ambassadorship for them. I want, because I know he went to the Breakfast Club maybe like 2 different times promoting this liquor brand. I want to say it's like a cognac or a Jack Daniel or some shit like that. I really can't remember, but I know it's black owned. But this lady went viral because
Jack Daniel's a whiskey.
Oh yeah, well it's a whiskey then or whatever. Shout out to Texas. They've been trying like on a roll. Yeah, but I want to play this clip because she basically like, man, her attitude was just nasty as shit. But so I'm gonna play this clip and y'all can hear it and then we can talk about it.
Washington.
So I'm supposed to remember you because we.
Naeem.
Okay. Can I tell y'all that this?
I am the one from City of Stonecrest. I'm always bothering you, and good friends with Mayor and Lily as well.
Aw.
And the mayor couldn't make it today, so she told me I'm her executive assistant. She told me, and you've responded to me.
Yeah.
But, she told me to make sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Jay, are we gonna do this?
There you go.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
And this is our city attorney.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Thank you. I appreciate you. You coming in? Jay, can you put this in, or do you want me to hold this since it says Office of the Mayor? Okay. All right.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your support.
Take a selfie with you.
Very quickly, because I got to get in there.
There we go.
All right.
Good to see
All
you.
right. Yeah. No. Come on. Hello. How are you?
We're just in the same class as 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Oh.
Washington.
So I'm supposed to remember you because we.
Naeem.
Okay, can I tell y'all that this man just said, "Do you remember me?" I said, make it make sense to me. He said we were in the same class in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Pasadena. Jamon. Me, you, Naeem, and Sharice.
He's being serious though. Are you being serious? I do not. I'm sorry. No, I don't remember the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th grade.
We were in the same class.
Okay.
Me, you, and
Well,
Naeem.
it's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yo. Hello. Okay. Okay.
I do.
All right.
Thank you
Hello.
very much.
1, 2, 3. In the sunshine.
I do
Best
3 of the
life.
largest
All
events
right.
here in the city of Atlanta.
Thank
If
you.
If you haven't met the mayor of Atlanta yet, he likes brown next time.
So I would not be surprised if Dre rolls in.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Hello.
So
Washington.
I guess my question to y'all is, do y'all remember anybody from the 6th, 7th, or 8th grade?
Yes.
Y'all do for real?
Yes.
Some people just got familiar faces.
Yeah, I smoke too much boat. I just always remember y'all legend. When I don't remember 6 or
even that was nasty.
No, what she did, no, let's be clear. What she did is now I'm not making, I know this is what I'm saying. I'm not defending the way she carried it, because if supposed to be on some fake celebrity shit, you ain't never supposed to be sitting here giving people your ass to kiss like that, especially if you not no real celebrity. Like you just are like people, I feel like people kind of just supporting you, but just you ain't no real fucking celebrity, because all you seen is everybody in the fucking comment section like, who the fuck is she? So let's be clear. But I'm just saying for me personally, I get where she was. Once she was disrespectful, but I get where she coming from, because I don't remember nothing from 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. Like probably one of my fondest memories of 7th grade was like me buying my first pair of pennies for myself because I worked at the barber shop. Outside of that, I don't remember who the fuck I was in class with.
Some people you just don't forget.
But
let me tell you a perfect example. We was sitting there watching the game one day. It was a Dallas game, and it was a nigga behind the doing all this, behind them.
Mm-hmm.
It was Dwayne. Remember when you asked me about he was in what movie was that when it was like Florida State or whatever? But he went to elementary school with us, played basketball. Like he with the rest, but I just so how I'm like, no, who is this Bama? Like, why is he jump? And he posted it on his what's name drawing. I'm like, oh shit, like, no, that was you. And we were sitting there looking like, who the hell is this? Keep jumping around. But you remember certain people's faces or whatever the case may
Hey,
be.
kids, let me tell y'all something. Don't say no to drugs because I don't remember none of that shit. I'm sorry. Too many e-pills, too much water. My brain fries. 6 or 7. No, I could probably. I only can remember a handful of shit from high school, let alone 6th or 7th, 8th grade. I felt where she was coming from. I just think she just carried this shit completely disrespectful. Like you could have easily said, "Oh yeah, I remember you. Hey, how you doing? How you been?" And kept it moving. Like, though, you know how many people come up to me on the regular and be holding conversations when I be in the gym and I don't remember them from Adam and fucking Eve, but I still act like I do. And I'm like,
yeah, that's
man,
fine. That's fine. That's cool. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. People be having it's been saying stuff. Me and Eric been out, and they was like, "Oh, you know," I was like, "Nah, they thought I was Mikey."
Yeah, that shit crazy though. People, but that shit she did was that shit was wild because it's like you trying to embarrass this nigga. Like, why you do him like that? Like, what the fuck did he like?
No, that was nasty.
Like that shit was foul as
you could
fuck.
just
Like,
say, "Oh, okay, cool." Like I said, somebody said, "Oh no, you remember?" No, I've had those conversations. Like, "Nah, you remember? Like, nah, I don't." But what I'm saying, like, all right,
though.
cool. It is what it is.
She was out of pocket for that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That was wild. That was some wild shit.
Women got
here we go.
too big, and men in general do not want to be in relationships with really big women. We're talking about women and the weight problems that keep them single or in relationships where their partner or spouse is dissatisfied or unhappy with them because of their weight. I just had a consult call with a man who has a deadline in mind. I'm talking about divorce, a deadline in mind for how long he's willing to keep putting up with his overweight wife. She wasn't that way when they started. She got that way because of bad habits that have become a bad lifestyle. Women, you want men to be emotionally available. Women are now looking for more than providers for survival. They want a more holistic partnership in general. Women want a more holistic partnership, which includes emotional connection and intimacy. Some men are disinterested in that. Others are meeting the moment and understanding their emotional worlds better and your emotional world better, women, so they can fill this need and be more wholly healthy themselves. Women, if men got overly attached to work or function and need to be more interested in relational life or the emotional life between the two of you, if men got overly attached to or overly involved in work and function, well, women got too big and need to be invested in fitness, tapping into that part of relational life. This isn't normally emphasized with women because it's not soft relationship talk, but it's still a huge ideal of a relationship for most men. So we have to put this on the table. Women.
Oh, that was another joke to go.
He was watching YouTube Kids and
it was a joke that was going. I seen a clip. It was a dude who was sitting here saying the same thing that this lady basically said, but it was Oh, here you go.
Y'all keep on getting married at a size 4 and a size 6. And then y'all turn into a size 18, 20, 22, whatever them sizes be, and think you ain't gonna get cheated on. Getting fat is a deal breaker, especially if that man is not getting fat. If you are married to somebody who is health conscious and he go to the gym, and now after y'all been married and you done had a couple kids, and now you super big and fat and he's still in the gym every day, no ma'am, you're gonna get cheated on. I mean, I know that's an unpopular statement to make, but, and I know everybody's not a cheater. However, ma'am, he's attracted to what he was attracted to when he met you. Just because y'all married does not give you permission to just let yourself go. It doesn't. You better go to the gym, because guess who in the gym? That size 4 and that size 6. And they chit-chatting over weights. She gonna get fucked and you gonna get cheated on.
Hey, you know what's so funny about that? I always be thinking about that when I see the old men who be mad. Y'all got it. That's why sometimes you just gotta go to the gym just to see people's behavior. Cause man, them old fucking men and them older women, man, they be on them Jones like overly chit chatty with each other. Like, especially like if you go to a gym every like day around the same time, especially like in the morning time, it'll be people who be like real live in that joint, women and men who be holding real live conversations with each other for hours. And I'd be like, I wonder, are they married or are they fucking single? Like, I always think about that. Like, damn, I wonder are these people actually married or something? Like, because do their significant other even be thinking like, my partner in the gym talking to another of somebody of the opposite sex? But I guess my question for both of y'all is, could you be okay in a relationship with somebody who were maybe whatever? I don't know people's weight, because I know with height and shit are all different. But if they gain 50 pounds, would you be okay with that shit and not say nothing, or would you say something to them if they gain 50 pounds?
I guess it depends on, like you said, the height of them and what it looked like. I guess if they were shorter and it was extremely noticeable, you could say something.
Do you think you could still, but could you still find them attractive, or could you still be happily in love with somebody after they gain 50 pounds? 50 pounds is a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, just to even to kind of make me like, I know for a fact, I just been working super crazy because of the holidays and shit, but nigga, this is my last week of that shit, because I know I got to get my ass back in the gym and really get on my detox shit. But the shit that really made me even see that, just like maybe a few nights ago, I was sitting here just, of course, on the little website, and man, I seen these two niggas and their stomach was hanging over their shit, running a train on this broad. I was like, bro, I would never want to look like this having sex. Like, that shit just looked so, and I'm talking about even, and it was just low energy. Like, the niggas just they was fucking like their stomachs hung over their, like over their boxes. And it was just like, I'm like, damn, why you getting like, this is when my brain went to like, damn, you getting G by two, like, niggas who belly button, I mean, stomachs hanging over their boxes. Like,
on Instagram or something?
No, nigga, I was on Baddie Hub.
What the hell kind of low budget shit?
It's like fucking it's porn, but it's like regular people porn. But a broad was getting a train ran on her by two niggas who literally, both of them niggas look like, they were two niggas with their stomach who hung over their boxes. Like, nigga, your stomach hang over your fucking your belt, your whatever, your waistband shit. And I was like, bro, she getting G by two fucking dad bod niggas. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, this shit, it can't be that rough for you, sweetheart. Like, tighten the fuck up. But again, anyway, it just made me, when I seen that shit, I was like, yeah, I definitely gotta tighten my shit up and get back into my. So after next week, I'm definitely before what's that, Christmas Eve, I'm going to drink me some fucking ballerina tea. I'm getting my shit back in order. But yeah, when I heard that, I just was wondering, like, I was like,
but if you're not in the gym like that,
what you mean?
Like, if you're not if you're not a person who works out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she gains the weight, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be a issue though. I feel like it's more if you in the gym.
No, if you was with somebody 50 pounds lighter, I don't give a fuck if you're not in the gym or not. Unless you gaining 50 pounds with that other person, it don't matter if it's man or woman. You're gonna kind of be side eyeballing a little bit.
But how the 50 pounds look on her? Like, you can gain 50 pounds and it might not look. It might. That's what I'm saying. You saying that, like.
But that's why I asked Erica, because I feel like a man can't gain a sexy 50 pounds. A woman probably could. I ain't gonna sit here and say it's gonna be sexy, but that shit can go to the right body parts, and you ain't gonna be mad with it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you asking me the question, would I leave her if she gained the 50? No, I wouldn't leave her, because, like I said, it can go in the right places or the right. You know what I'm saying? I would not leave her.
I get it, but for 50 extra pounds for a man, let me tell you two things is gonna happen. One, right. 9 times out of 10, you can be breathing hard as a bitch. Now that extra 50, you gonna sleep. You probably gonna snore a little bit more. You walking up the stage, you gonna be breathing hard as shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that shit, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. And maybe that's just for me. That shit turns me the fuck off. I hate a heavy breathing motherfucker, dog. Like, that shit is probably, like, I'm talking about like top 10 things, this deal breakers and turn me the fuck off. A motherfucker who just like you about to die. Who?
You.
Nigga, you crazy as shit.
I gotta say it next to you. I hear you breathing.
Nigga, you hear me breathing on what? Right now? There's no way in hell you hear me breathing.
Yes, dog.
Nigga, you're crazy as shit.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. It might, like, dog. Yes, you do. You do, and that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I know what you're talking about. But like I said, I hear you.
You hear me? If you hear me breathing, nigga, look how fast I talk. I'm not
No,
breathing. I'm not
it's
breathing.
not you. No, you're like breathing like a fat person. Heavy breathing. Yes, you do it.
Yeah, I
No,
listen
you might
back
not-
to
it
this
might
shit.
not be-
How
No,
can
you
I
don't
hear
hear it
on the
mic.
then,
You're not gonna
then
hear-
I'm not doing it. Then, nigga, I'm talking about when you can hear
okay.
the shit where nigga breathing and you can hear the shit on the microphone. I should be able, if I'm the way you trying to sit here and say, if I breathe like a fat person, motherfuckers should be able to listen to this shit and be like, oh man, god damn, that nigga need to lose some weight.
It for you then.
Record it for me because I know for a fact you're fucking bugging the fuck out. Nigga, you're crazy as shit. Ain't no way on God's green hill because that shit would make me lose my fucking mind if I breathe like that. Like I would fucking be ready to kill myself if I fucking breathe like,
That's not out of her.
man, nigga, please get the fuck out of here.
You call gonorrhea from a disabled person?
Oh,
a slow clap.
Wow. Amy, don't hold it in. You might fart. Her water about to break. That baby coming.
What do you call gonorrhea from?
Bro, this show, I swear to God.
Is it like a challenge?
Yeah, so it's basically opposed to whoever the last person that don't laugh. So basically they just try to, it'd be like, let's say if it's like 7 people and just whoever the last person that
Like
don't
you
laugh.
out. Okay.
Yeah, so if you laugh or if you start chuckling too hard, you out.
Okay.
And when they get to the last 3 people, they do the water, like so the John I just played right there, they did the water challenge. So basically they try to make it harder for you not to laugh. So if you end up spilling the water out, yeah, you hold them and you out. What else is going on? Planet Fitness, how we talking about?
Touch me, the fuck out of y'all. Touch me, bitch. I'm right here. You need to check her. Her customer service is horrible. She's very rude. I told her, have a good day. She's not looking around like, who you talking to? I'm talking to you. You do this at your job? This what you do at your job? This what you do on your job? Thanks for letting me go viral. This is what you do on your job, and I will sue the fuck out of y'all. Touch me. I'll sue the fuck out of y'all. You see how disrespectful she is? She don't come up to nobody like touch me. Fuck wrong with this little girl? I will sue the fuck out of y'all. I want you to touch me, baby. I'll be a rich bitch today. Fuck is wrong with her? Her customer service is horrible. She's mad because I told her to have a good day. She started looking around like, who the fuck? Who are you cursing at? I didn't curse at her not one time. I wasn't rude to her. Not when if she came to work mad, that's on her. She don't need to come to work at all. I don't give a damn. She started cursing me out. I didn't start shit with her. I don't work here. I have headphones on. I don't work here. She came to me trying to fight me. You expect me to be calm? Hell no. I'm not going to be calm. Somebody trying to put their hands on me.
Again, I'll say this, especially because around the holidays. And I hear the lady, you gonna do this and you gonna lose your job. Though if people are working, I guess and you can kind of count even working at the gym kind of close to like a retail job. Y'all better stop fucking with these people. People do not give a fuck about them jobs. I don't know if y'all seen the video going viral of the Amazon dude who beat the shit out of the white man who fucking spit on him. Like, bro, people like that, like dog niggas don't give a fuck that much. They can find another retail job. It ain't that fucking deep. These motherfuckers is not doctors and lawyers.
It ain't that deep for them, but that when you're attached to a corporation, I think that's
it's cool. But I don't give a fuck if I beat your ass. I don't give a fuck if you sue Planet Fitness.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you probably don't care about it. But that like I said, her saying is like, oh, I'm gonna sue them because like you want something done with it. Like, yeah, all right, cool, they lose their job, but at the end of the day, it's like. Because if you were to get in an accident or whatever case may be, you want that company. You don't give a fuck about the person. It's the company.
Yeah, they gotta tighten that shit up. Oh yeah, that's the story.
Where members of a Philadelphia youth football team were arrested accused of trying to steal thousands of dollars in goods from a store in Davenport. Tampa Bay 28 reporter Mary O'Connell has the surveillance video and learned how investigators caught them.
Sheriff Grady Judd said instead of representing their team with pride, a group of teens chose to steal, and now they're facing consequences. Take a look at this video the Polk County Sheriff's Office shared with us. The Sheriff's Office said they arrested 8 teens who were caught in the act of conspiring to steal more than $2,000 worth of merchandise from Dick's Sporting Goods in Davenport. This played out on Saturday morning. Sheriff Judd said they came into the store in 2 groups and started stealing.
If you come here to Polk County and steal, there's no notices to appear. There's no warnings. You're in handcuffs and taken to the county jail or taken to juvenile lockup, period.
The Sheriff's Office said the suspects were identified as members of a Philly youth football team, the United Thoroughbreds, who were in Polk County for a tournament. The Sheriff's Office tells us the teens were taken to the Juvenile Assessment Center and weren't able to take part in the scheduled championship game. In Winter Haven, Mary O'Connell, Tampa Bay, 28.
I kind of wonder who should get more of the blame. Should it be the kid? I mean, not the kids, but should it be the coach that took them, or even kind of just the parents for like? You saying just the kids off by themselves?
Yeah.
How? And I mean,
because of I've been in this situation. At AAU, we was down Florida. Niggas cleaned up in the Nike outlet. I was mad as shit. Because of course I had money, spending my money, and these niggas come back, shoes, shorts, sweats, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like even now, because you went into Dick's, and I'm pretty sure you stealing like football pads, you know what I'm saying? Like you stealing shit like that's noticeable. And you talking about $2,000 worth.
But 8 kids, $2,000 really ain't a lot.
Shit, me.
Shit, think about it. 8 kids, nigga. Ain't nothing but like $300 a kid. Not even that. It might be a little bit less. It might be like 2 and some change.
And you know, they probably just got like what you saying. That's what I'm saying. Like how much I'm saying the stuff that you probably stealing out of there. Like you talking about shoulder pads is $300. Helmet, you know what I'm saying? Like you stealing. That's what I'm saying. So I'm pretty sure you wasn't just stealing like just them little mouthpieces like $50.
And that's probably realistically what they were stealing. Probably realistically, all I'm stealing. That was about to say
$50, $30, and that's what I'm saying. I think it was just like I said, because you went to somewhere like that where it's Dick's, and you know what I'm saying. Like I've been in those situations.
But the reason why I say I feel like you got to blame a little bit on the parents and stuff is because I don't feel like a group of kids don't come up with that type of No, you missed what I'm saying, because perfect example, even the explanation that you was about to give when you saying doing AAU, because you wasn't brought up, you wasn't stealing, you weren't out when you going out of town. At home you don't steal. So of course when you go out of town, the first thing that go to your mind is not, hey, I'm gonna go to the Nike outlet and steal. When you sit here and think about I'm going somewhere to steal, guess what that means? That's not the first time you ever stole. Because let me tell you something.
You're right.
Let me tell you something that you cannot motherfucking peer pressure. You cannot peer pressure a nigga who don't steal into stealing. I used nigga when I was young and my friends used to break into cars. That shit was never my bag. I'll ride with y'all niggas. Hey, and if you get into a car, give me the CD book. But I'm not breaking into nobody's car. That's not my fucking get down. Like I'm never doing this. So you can't even. I'm listening to them. I've been in a car millions of times with niggas breaking into shit. But me personally, I'm not getting out of the car taking nobody's nothing, because that's just not who I am. That's just not my fucking MO. So for niggas to go out of town, y'all went out of town. You in fucking Florida and just like, hey, we gonna go to the Dick's and steal. That means niggas, when y'all be in Philly, y'all be going to the Dick's and stealing. Pause. That sounds crazy. Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's why I can't sit here and say I'm faulting the parents, because the parents not even there.
But the parents know.
Yeah, the parents know. This ain't your first time stealing, dog. You ain't got balls enough to go out of town and steal unless you steal at home. I don't get like ain't no other way to like. There's no way to dress that up. Niggas do not listen to what I'm telling you. Niggas who steal are comfortable with going out of town to steal. If you don't steal, you ain't comfortable with going out of town and stealing.
But just like you said, you was in the car with people who did it. Like just so, like I said, if you was in that group and they're like, all right, nigga, come on, you gotta take something. You don't steal, but you with that group. You not gonna be like, oh no, I'm not gonna do it.
Never done it. But listen to what I'm telling you. When I got that itch and that bug to fucking start like stealing from stores, couldn't stop until I got caught. I don't give a fuck what I don't care what nigga. Listen to what I'm telling you. When you get that itch and you can feel like, oh damn, I can get away with shit. Nigga, I'm talking about, listen to man, me and EJ, we used to go to downtown locker room and
you gonna fault your parents for it?
No, but guess what? That's what I'm telling you though. But guess what? After I got caught, nigga, I guarantee you couldn't come in the house without shit, and they questioning you like, oh, where'd you get money to buy this, that, and the third from? Like, I just feel like some of that shit just be parenting. Like, no, I don't care. Like, I'm not blaming it on the coach because the coach don't know what the fuck kids do when they out of town. But even for like the coach, like they woke up earlier just to go to the dicks. Like they wasn't supposed to get ready to go to the game or nothing for like another 2 hours. Them little niggas got up early and playing that shit together.
You should be blaming is the coach. Like, dog, where was you at? You let them go there. That's what you can't blame the parents. I'm not there. I don't know what's going on. So if you sitting there and be like, oh, you're saying like, no, I should be blaming the coach. It was like, all right, what was y'all watching them? That's who I will be blaming. Like, where was y'all at? How did they get over there to go to the dicks? That's why I'm not gonna blame the parents. The parents not even in the state. I'm blaming the coach. Like, I let my kids go with you. You used to be supervising them.
I know we talked about this before, but how the fuck did somebody let somebody name a store dicks? Like, that's the craziest shit. Like, you can't even hashtag that shit on social media. Like, who the fuck came up with the name of that store?
Is that Richard?
I'm sure, but
that's the nickname, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The better of the more trauma you have, the better of a story that you're going to tell. And while you're telling that story and you're incorporating what's going on, the tension builds because you're talking about real people and real things. And those great stories come with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So they're giving these kids with all this trauma, you know, these tens and 20s of millions of dollars for these stories, knowing that at some point all this stuff is going to catch up with them. And they're gonna be killed, but that doesn't matter because if I own your masters and your publishing, then that means I get this money for. It's like getting somebody's real estate portfolio for free. You're gonna get paid forever.
Yeah.
And they understand that because that's the business, and they'll set you up in the sense of that is because Mongo used to tell me all the time. I was young. I was like, I'm gonna get a Rolls Royce. He's like, well, if you don't get your mind right, you're gonna just be a person in a Rolls Royce with you know, a crazy person in a Rolls Royce.
Right.
Because you.
I want to say shout outs to TD Jakes and shout outs to Jeezy. I believe Jeezy is starting his podcast again. I think this is Jeezy's podcast and not TD Jakes. But I just like the fact that
TD Jakes.
Huh?
I thought it was TD Jakes. The way it looked like it was.
Let me hold on. I got it on I got another clip. The name of it is on the.
Yeah, the way it looked like it was TD Jakes.
Yeah, the way it's set up, it do look like it's TD Jakes, John, but for some reason,
why would that be?
I got $1 Million Dreams, Federal Nightmares.
Oh, yeah, it's TD Jakes, John. You right.
Pop Chris, which is champagne, but still drink beers. What did you expect? See, I came from nothing. Real street figure and wouldn't change for nothing. Got my homies out the hood, such a wonderful feeling. 10-car garage with the 12-foot ceilings. It ought to be a crime
just to be
this good. It ought to be a crime just to be this hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a series.
Want me to say it again?
No. It's a series of dichotomous situations. And just because you're in mansions doesn't mean that you ever left the hood. And just because you drink champagne doesn't mean that you don't crave beer.
Yeah.
It's saying that no matter how successful you get, that poor guy that started out with nothing always moves in the mansion with you.
Yeah, it is.
Am I right?
You're right.
All right.
We might well do a song.
Give me some. Give me some.
We might as well do that song. I love it.
Yeah, that's good. I'll have you up in the pulpit Sunday.
Let's do it.
Okay.
But again, shout out to TD Jakes and shout out to Jeezy. I like their relationship that they built with each other over the years. But again, kind of even just that little clip that I played of Jeezy before I played the second one. That first one, just the authenticity of rap music. And again, that is probably when I was talking about the Shy Glizzy thing. That is just one of my biggest beefs when you make certain. I think it's any type of music. I don't even give a fuck. Even if it's love music, I think the more authentic the story sounds, the more people just fall in love with the music. And that's just even, you could tie that even into R&B. It only got to be some street shit. Like when somebody really sound like they've been going through a real breakup like that, like they making this music from a real place, I think that's just what makes people like the music 100 times more. I mean, of course, when it comes to street shit, because I mean, even if you personally not outside gang banging and selling drugs, if you from a certain type of neighborhood, you done seen it from, even if you seen it from a distance, you can kind of relate to it. You know when them stories just seem a little bit more real than others. And I think that's why certain rappers become just way bigger than other motherfuckers. Like the people who can make their story sound 100 times more authentic to them, that's when they always become the most authentic person in that space. And that's i.e. your Jeezys and whoever else may be, or even Drake when it came to like the sensitive relationship shit, where it's kind of his story just seemed always a little bit more relatable. I feel like I know I got some stories on TikTok.
There's 3 really important.
You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? You want some gangster front your motherfucking house?
Part 4 of my husband teaching me how to curse, but using a rap song.
God damn, look, just repeat after me. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth?
Okay, I can do that. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth?
What the hell? Why you talking like that?
So, you want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth?
God damn. All right, man, let's do the next line. You want some gangster front your motherfucking house? We'll set this bitch off. Set this bitch off.
Okay, you want some gangsters in front of your motherfucking house? We'll set...
Hell no!
Like, I don't even have gangsters to sing, so why am I rapping this anyway?
It's a damn song.
Okay, I'm about to do the whole thing. You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? You want some gangsters in front of your motherfucking house? We'll set this bitch off.
I just want to see Boosie response when he see this fucking video. What the hell was this I said exactly to?
See, I want everybody in my generation and surrounding ones to stop saying that we not our ancestors, because our ancestors would have whooped their ass. Our ancestors would have mobilized.
Real quick, so I just needed to remember why I was about to play this clip. So remember last week when we talked about the lady, of course, at the Cinnabon thing, and that was my response when I sit here and said, you wasn't really outraged, or you really wasn't upset about what this lady was saying to you, because if you was really upset, you would have put hands on that woman instead of pulling out your phone and recording. So this lady kind of just did a better job at what I was saying last week.
Y'all pulling out y'all phones and making these people rich. They don't care about getting fired anymore. They're not scared of being called a Karen. They disrespecting y'all to y'all face and y'all pulling out y'all phones, only for them to get subsequently fired from their job to go to GoFundMe and get $100,000 for being racist to your ass. Only for them to go to these other sites and get $1 million for being racist to a black baby. I promise if y'all put them phones down and start putting hands, feet, and elbows on folks, a lot of this will stop. I promise if we come together as a community to crowdfund bail money and attorney's fees, a lot of this would stop. But I'm just a little black girl from Mississippi. Don't ask me what I know and how we get down, because y'all don't ever see them videos coming from folks in Mississippi, and it's a reason for that. We know where we came from. We not going back.
I totally agree with this one. Baltimore. Oh, I do need to play this because it's a news clip. Kids in Baltimore, it's like, and the crazy thing, it's almost damn near like a robbing spree. So I guess if you are listening to this and you live in the Baltimore area, I guess it depends on how old you are. I hope you're not putting your kids in these expensive ass coats and making these kids stand at the bus stop. Like that to me is, again, certain shit just be like ass backwards when it comes to just certain things, when people putting their kids into these designer clothes and these nice shit, where it's like, don't set your kid up for failure like that. Because I feel like you shouldn't be standing outside waiting for no fucking bus and no fucking $500-$600 coat.
I feel as though that's crazy, and I hope no one tries to run up on me.
'Tis the season to bundle up and watch your back. With at least 20 recent robberies involving people wearing expensive coats. Maya's wearing North Face, one of the brand's robbers have targeted. Some North Face coats can cost several $100s. Canada Goose coats, also at Target, can run well over $1,000 retail.
I am surprised because, Canada Goose is more on the high end, so I wouldn't expect North Face to be up there, so it is shocking.
Baltimore police say the victims are often students, sometimes at bus stops or in dark areas alone. And many times the suspects are young too.
We have made several arrests so far, and the ages range from 15 to 18 years old. So we're looking for another student possibly robbing another student. If you know that your child just came home with a new coat that's worth $1,000, you know they didn't pay for it. So call us so we can, investigate it, get those kids their items back.
The trend is not new. This surveillance video shows a victim being robbed for a Canada Goose coat in Chicago a few years ago. In Philadelphia this week, someone was shot after fighting back robbers trying to take their coat.
If you have the capability to put some type of tracking device into your clothing, put that in there and don't resist. If God forbid, if you do, or you're put in a situation that the incident occurring to you or your child, do not resist, do not fight back.
Watch your bed, watch the people around you, because sometimes it's the people around you too. You never know.
We're told this is also happening in Anne Arundel and Baltimore counties. City police are partnering with the MTA and city schools police to stop the trend.
I feel as though
only thing I'm gonna see, and that kind of go back into the conversation when we see with that police officer sitting here and said, no, if your kid come in the house with $1,000 coat, for a fact your kid don't got no goddamn job, they shouldn't have that $1,000 coat. Now again, that go into parents, and some parents may turn the blind eye, don't say nothing to the kid, don't think twice about it, and just let it rock. And the whole time your kid out here robbing people for their coats. But again, just that, even with him sitting here saying put a tracking device in your coat, if you got to do all that, just don't wear the coat. Bro, just get you a cheap enough coat to keep you fucking warm and go about your business. If you somewhere standing outside and just walking around bullshitting with a $1,500, $2,000 coat, I ain't saying you deserve to get robbed, but I think your judgment skills is a little bit off, because you shouldn't be having a $2,000 coat and still got to be walking in sketchy areas. Your judgment is just completely off. You got to be a little bit smarter with when you wearing certain shit, where you wearing it to. You can't be fucking I'm not wearing no fucking Canada Goose or no Moncler or none of that shit. And let's be clear, it's endless. The crazy thing is, it's endless niggas in the hood with Monclers and all types of crazy expensive ass coats on, which is ass backwards. But if you outside trapping, then of course you doing your thing. But
it was, shit, damn, I wish I had that clip. But it was a nigga, I think he from Baltimore. And he was like, yeah, my mama said, how these kids got these $1,000 jacket? And he was like, oh nah, they order off of, it's a website or whatever. They were selling all them.
What, fake ones?
Yeah.
Cool. If you got a fake coat on, who can fuck? I don't give a fuck. It wouldn't matter. But I'm just sitting here saying, I'm not spending $1,000 to be sitting here walking around somewhere where I can, I know for a fact I shouldn't be having no $1,000 coat on. I'm old enough to know it's just certain shit you ain't supposed to wear in certain places. That's just my personal opinion. If you talking about back in the day, just go way back in the day, you wouldn't sit here and say, oh, I'm going to go wear Eddie Bauer and I'm about to go see this bitch in Forest Creek. You was not going to do no stupid shit like that. I feel like sometimes people just be acting just because we got social media now, times is supposed to just completely change. Hell no, you're not supposed to be wearing expensive ass shit in nobody's goddamn hood. I don't give a fuck who you are.
I think we need to start having some real conversations about how these big corporations have essentially just repackaged and rebranded every vice that our parents and grandparents were addicted to. For example, with the cigarettes, right? They've just turned into vapes. I think everybody realized how bad the Juuls were, but then continued to use disposable vapes. And now you have these hookah pens, which are just vapes, by the way, if you didn't know. But even with the sensationalization of hookah, they have found new ways to make us addicted to nicotine. There is no reason I need to have a hookah at the library. Then with gambling, nobody's going to the casino, nobody's playing slots anymore, but the sports betting epidemic is out of control, and I don't even think y'all realize y'all are addicted. Every single podcast you watch has some type of gambling sponsorship, whether it's DraftKings, FanDuel, Prize Picks. They are pushing this shit on y'all because it is making them money, the same money that they are losing out of the casinos. And they have made it even more convenient. You can roll around in your bed and hit your vape. You no longer have to go outside to smoke the cigarette. You no longer have to drive to the casino to gamble. And I think the convenience of it all is going to make it even worse for our generation. I feel like our addictions are going to be even worse than we have ever seen. I think we need.
I mean, I totally agree with everything she's saying, and I mean that kind of go back to the conversation that I was saying earlier, where it's like the gift and a curse, where the online shopping is so much easier to just like, because I even think about that shit now. Even when I just bought tennis shoes, and I'm thinking about how many years I kind of went with before you can really just order stuff as easy as you can on your phone. Where it was like I went years without buying shit, because if you got to go to the mall, I'm like, all right, well, cool. You don't think twice about if you don't go somewhere, you don't think twice about not buying stuff or feeling like you're missing out on something, because you ain't going, you don't see it, you don't have no temptations to buy it. But when it's just that temptation is literally in your phone and you using your phone all day long, like I understand even with the gambling stuff. Like, and shout outs to Deontay Kyle. He is a I mean, I can't even call him an up-and-coming podcaster no more, because now he done a Breakfast Club interview. But even on his Breakfast Club interview, he was sitting here saying, like, he don't, for his podcast, two ads he won't never take. He don't take ads for gambling, and he don't take ads for dick pills. And the crazy thing, as a man, those are two huge. Like, I respect his level of like, I'm cool on taking them. I'm not taking those advertisements, because those are two of the major, as a male podcast who 9 times out of 10 you probably got more of a male audience listening, to turn down those two fucking major type of advertisements. That kind of speaks highly on his level of integrity, because nigga, everybody else is definitely taking both of them ads. Like, it'd be so crazy now when I be watching ESPN and I'm in the gym and I be fucking seeing Blue Chew fucking ads. I'm like, bro, because I've been listening to the podcast for a long ass time, so I remember at one point in time, like, only the brilliant idiots was doing Blue Chew ads. Like, it was literally just like, that was like, they was the only motherfuckers who was doing Blue Chew. And then Blue Chew got a little bit more popular. So then you seen a couple of more podcasts doing it. But it used to be Blue Chew was only a podcast ad. But now they got commercials for Blue Chew on ESPN. I'd be like, bro, that shit is so fucking crazy. They got just like real live dick pill ads on fucking ESPN. Is fucking absolutely insane to me. So I do agree with what she's saying. No, is that easy access? Like, it'd be so fun. Like, I see this shit every, like, now I be seeing it, like, because it's all the sports is going on. So you see endless, like, I be seeing endless women who be gambling on fucking DraftKings or FanDuel or whatever, making their parlays. Like, I'm literally like, it'd be some girls who literally only use their close friends just for sports betting. Like, posting their jumps and asking people is their picks good and shit. Like, I'd be like, man, this shit is crazy how goddamn quick and addictive the gambling has gotten. How many people sit here and kind of just really get into it. I guess before we get out of here, I do want to play a little bit of some of this other people giving their opinion on Jasmine Crockett.
Just got back from Jasmine Crockett's event where she announced that she's running for Senate, and I have a lot of thoughts I want to share. One of the main things I want to highlight is, to me, it was very clear how deeply Jasmine Crockett understood what it meant for her to join this race and how much is riding on it. During her speech, which I highly recommend people go and watch, my God, when she gets to the point where she's talking about making the decision to join the race, she gets emotional. And it was like at that moment where I was like, I'm watching someone on stage that wanted to be so painstakingly sure that they were a right person to jump into this race because they were thinking about the state, the Texans, and our well-being over their personal aspirations. There is no one on this earth that is more painfully aware of the limitations that can come with being a Black woman than a Black woman. While I do not think that it is good to center her candidacy on the fact that she is a Black woman, it is a key factor. And it is one that everybody and they fucking mama won't let any of us forget, okay? So it is something that when you are considering whether you are able to do something, we're always considering whether us being a Black woman is going to prevent us from being successful or not. There's a level of honesty that we have to have with ourselves when it comes to shit like that. Not because we are not qualified, not because we are not capable, but because other people might not be able to see it, unfortunately. But I, in that moment, saw the intentionality that went behind her making the decision to run. And for that reason, I am very confident that this is going to be a very strong primary. Because if you have two candidates that are running with incredible intentionality, that is only going to be something that helps.
Hold on real quick, because you watched Ballet. Did you like Will better with her or the other girl?
What's Jackie?
Yeah.
I think I like her better with
Lisa?
Yeah, with Lisa.
What did you think about them becoming friends? Did you? That shit was like too fake for TV.
Yeah, but you could kind of see it coming. But I don't think he probably really didn't want to do it. I think he wanted to stay in a relationship with her.
Stay in a relationship with Jackie?
Oh, you saw? Oh, you didn't even see the last one. So you mean with who becoming friends?
With Jackie and Lisa. When that episode that Aunt Viv made.
You know, that was kind of forced. Because what do we need to be friends for?
Yeah, I didn't get that shit. Like, why do you want them to be friends and both of them used to date fucking Will? Like, what in what world do that?
It's more empower, like it's women empowerment. Like we don't have to be just because we dated the same person don't mean we gotta hate each other.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. But real quick, I'm gonna go back to the Jasmine Crockett joint. But real quick, because I meant to before we get out of here, and then I'll let the Jasmine Crockett joint play out. I ain't gonna lie to you, Bobby Shmurda kind of held his own, but he kind of got his ass whooped too. Like, nigga, like he got fucked up, but he could have probably got realistically, he probably could have got fucked up worse if them niggas really could fight. The security guard kind of helped him a little bit, but that one nigga who got that clean ass punch off on him, man, he fucked Bobby Shmurda ass up. But that is I guess the reason why I even wanted to bring that up, besides Bobby Shmurda just getting his shit knot up. Dog, you can't. That is one of the scariest things about just your fall off when you become a rapper, because it's like one, you in this fucking hole in the wall jump and you rolling solo. So it's kind of just like, I'm sure, of course, when Bobby Shmurda first come out and him and Roddy Rebel, and they running around and all the Crip niggas and they just probably going to clubs, doing performances 20, 50 deep, you would have never had to worry about no type of shit like that ever even happening to you. But now because you fell off so bad, you doing smaller venues, and realistically, I'm sure I ain't even gonna call you money hungry, but these checks ain't coming in as often as they used to. So you ain't trying to run around with 5 and 10 different niggas.
Hungry.
Huh?
He's money hungry.
No, the reason why I don't want to sit here and say he money hungry, because money hungry will be you taking these shows all day long. I'm sure they not coming like that, but because they not coming like that, you not rolling with 10 niggas. So I'm not mad at him for being by himself, but it's like for your own safety purpose. Sometimes it's like, I don't necessarily know if it's the safest thing for you to be. And I'm sure in the back of his mind, I don't know how it started or how it got escalated. I'm sure eventually whoever took his chain, they'll come out and they'll talk about it. So, or he may talk about it himself, but it's like, that type of shit is like, I don't even know if you can avoid it, because niggas is going to try you because you Bobby Shmurda and the type of music you used to make.
I don't know how true it is, but I seen somebody was saying like he was doing too much.
He might have been.
He was doing too much. Like I think like he spilled champagne on the DJ booth and like just doing extra shit
on some drunk shit
and some Minnesota niggas check.
And then you probably, because you a New York nigga, you feel like you in Minnesota, these niggas ain't on shit. And they showed you they was on something. But again, it's just like, I'm just looking at it like, damn, he just out this joint bullshit. He out here real live by himself. Nigga, that was club security that stopped that shit. That wasn't like his own personal security. So I'm sure he literally just like, I'm trying to get, I get booked for a show in Minnesota. He probably real live really went there solo dolo.
How much you really making? Like, who the fuck is even paying him?
I don't know, but that's my point. So that's why he by himself.
Like, I don't even think what we still throwing the hat up in the air.
Man, they knotted his shit up, nigga. He was throwing more than a fucking hat in the air. That one nigga hit him clean,
like, what the
dog.
hell you booked him to hear what?
Like that one nigga. And you know the crazy, and you know what the fucked up thought. But the crazy thing about it, I don't know how much I really paid attention to that video. One of them niggas who was fighting him dropped his gun and picked his gun back up. Like that shit could have went even completely worse than what the fuck he did. Like one of them niggas, like if y'all listening to this, please go back and watch that fucking full video of that jump. And towards the end, watch the nigga literally bend up, pick his gun up off the ground and put his shit back in the jump. And if you listening to the nigga who come in, oh shit, he dropped his jump. And the nigga picked the gun up and put it right, and like you watch the nigga pull his hoodie up and put the gun back up under his hoodie and walk off. I'm like, man, that nigga could have killed Bobby Shmurda in that motherfucker. And that's what, again, when we talking about the ebony end, it's just like, bro, you can't pay me enough to go in no fucking hole in the wall. Like I don't geek. I don't care about money. I don't care about money enough to sit here and put my life in jeopardy, dog. I'm cool. Like, and that's when you got to be able to use your own discernment on just.
Well, then if you ain't got shit else going for you, man.
I don't give a listen to what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. No, I'm okay with having $0 to my name than me sitting here putting my life in danger. And you have to be okay with that. Like of course, nobody don't want to be broke, and I know we live in times where people look, man. But you have to be. Sometimes you got to sit here and weigh your options. Like, is it worth me putting my life in danger? And of course, I'm sure nobody would sit here and think that I'm gonna have to get into a fucking fist fight leaving in Minnesota. So I mean, again, like you said, and I'm sure I kind of will believe that story that you told. If he was in there on his super drunk man, New York shit, all rah 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 loud and just doing too much, I can imagine niggas like, nigga, chill the fuck out. And then you ain't chill the fuck out, niggas had to put hands and feet on your ass, and they literally put hands and feet on you. So I mean, again, Bobby Shmurda should just be happy he made it the fuck home, made it back out of there safely, because that shit could have went completely left, because that nigga definitely dropped his fucking gun.
Both of them, and helps us because we want strong candidates. So I'm happy that she joined the race, because I'm seeing all the things that she's doing, even from the small things to the bigger things, to make sure that her race and the campaign that she runs is something that is going to be successful against Cornyn or Paxton next year. Because don't nobody give a crap about Wesley Hunt. So on top of that, I do want to point out some other things that I noticed that I thought was very interesting. The room was diverse as hell. Everybody and their mama was there. All shades of brown, black, beige, everybody was there, okay? Gender, etc. Okay, loved it. But of course, it was also very black. I mean, okay, black folk, we ride deep. So of course that was going to be a thing. But kind of in that same vein though, one thing that really has stood out to me though, through being in person at this event, was the community that surrounds Jasmine. Because, I mean, there were the speakers that spoke like before her that were attesting to their experience with her and like the things that they've seen with her, like work ethic and, you know, the ways that she supported them and things like that. But which were some very interesting people, by the way. We had like a young trans girl.
Before we get out of here real quick, did you watch the latest episode of Power?
Yeah. I feel like Miguel and Tommy, they're gonna have to team up.
And end up what, killing Janard and Diamond?
No, well, first of all, they gotta the cartel, or they gotta kind of flip it so the cartel won't. Because remember, he told him if he didn't kill Tommy, he was gonna kill him.
Oh.
And since he didn't kill him, since he told him that they was having a baby together, remember he held him up in the restaurant, so he didn't leave. So he sent him a little picture of the little purple flower, so that meant Miguel's gonna die. So I think they're gonna have to team up to try to.
Yeah. So I mean, do you think Tommy know that he saved him? Do you think Tommy picked up on that?
I don't think so. I think that he probably just felt like, all right, well, now because the baby's here, you know, you found out she's pregnant, so it's like, all right, he wanna.
Oh, my only reason why I think that I'm gonna sit here and say I think he may have picked up on it a little bit is just because he was so high strung on leaving. So for him to stay, and I just think Tommy's street smart enough to kind of know, like, all right,
something up.
Yeah, something got to be up, because why the fuck is he pressing me to stay?
I mean, on top of the fact that remember he gave him the money too, so he gave him the money, and then he found out, and then Tommy probably really originally wouldn't have stayed if it wasn't for the sister being there.
Of course.
So he could have picked up on him, but then it could have just been like, all right, he want me to stay because of the baby, and I gave him this money, so it's like, all right, I'll just stay. I don't think he knew that he saved him.
What's your thoughts on you think that Chinese police officer going to snitch on the black lady? Because it seemed like if you was picking up on his body language and the way he kept looking at her when they did that bust, I guess, on who they trying to pin the murder of the sister on.
I think he probably will, because he's trying to get her spot. He's trying to be the mayor.
Yeah, I wonder how that's. I do want to kind of see how that one gonna play out. I ain't gonna. I want to see how realistically the girlfriend gonna carry Janard, because it seemed like
she done. I think she over him. Like I said, I feel like that's a dynamic. She might just be tired of it, and then she gonna try to maybe switch up and kill the both of them.
Damn. Yeah, I do want, especially because it's the last season. I do kind of want to see how that, because like, what if she kill his brother first, and then I want to see how he gonna carry it, because she kept asking, are you cool? Are you sure you cool with killing your brother? So it's like if she end up doing it beforehand, because I do like she because she could kind of make her own money and she kind of can see she really don't kind of need him. And I think they both looking at each other sideways now. One, because Janard see the relationship her and Tommy kind of building, and then him taking a meeting without her and not even telling her about the meeting. I think both of them kind of they starting to lose trust for each other. So I do kind of want to see how that going realistically play out. What else was a big talking piece from there?
Victor trying to get back and get the power back for the family.
I think he gonna end up getting his ass killed.
Victor,
because even them coming in there with the ski masks is like, nigga, how many white people you think about to come in here and rob us? You think he don't know that was you? Yeah. And you was just talking too fucking much. Like I felt like he knew. Yeah, like I don't know about that one. I don't know how that one gonna work. I guess real quick before we leave out of here, I do want to say shout out to TM. What is it? TM 88 or TM 108 or what was they used to? What did they used to call themselves? When it was Southside and all of them, maybe TM 88 or whatever. But they basically did their version of what Metro Boomin did with that old school Atlanta sound. So they basically put out a project with OJ the Juice Man, Travis Porter, who else was on there? Shad the God was on there. I'm just gonna give y'all a few of the standout songs on there from me. Of course, OJ the Juice Man got a song called Juice Man. That probably was my favorite song off the whole project. Quez from Travis Porter and Jose Guapo had a song called Wrong With That. Future got a song on there called Quadruple. Shad the God got a song called Extra. BDA is Waka Flocka and Anissa. Shake Something is Travis Porter and 2 Chainz. Geeked Up is Fabo. Young LA may have my second favorite song on there, and it was called Stuff Man. But again, like I said, if you like that old school, like Atlanta sound, that sound that Metro Boomin kind of did, 808 Mafia, that's what they was, 808 Mafia. That was the name of that used to be the name of their group, 808 Mafia. I kept drawing a blank, but it's TM 88 is one of the main producers on this project. But again, like I said, it's that early live mixtape type of sound, but theirs is not as that futuristic sound. Theirs is more that early Gucci Man and like OJ the Juice Man, like those type of early trap beats. So again, like I said, if you was into that Metro jump, you would definitely like this TM 88 jump. Yeah, I feel like that was pretty much it. Yeah, I think that was everything from me. Let's make sure that was all my topics. The Oakland Nearest lady, the teacher, and the student. I do got. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, fuck Dana White. Dana White is the person who got Stream E shut down too. That nigga a bitch. And he said that shit with like he did an interview and he did that shit with pride. I mean, of course, I mean if you somebody you do pay-per-views and you kind of I get that you ain't mad that you don't want to sit here and take no money out of your own pocket. What else was going on? I think it's not up at all. Stream East. They got a different Joe now, but not that the actual regular Stream East don't know. That shit is down. What a website did you be using? You know the crazy thing about them use
TV joint.
Oh, the junk that you sent me?
No, I don't think I sent you this one. But it's like, it's a TV joint where like it got all the channels on there. Like you can just click on like whatever, like we just watch BT right now. Like you click on the BT and watch that. But like if it's a football game on there, it's like if it's too many people.
Oh yeah. If too many people trying to watch it at the same time,
But if you pay for it, then I guess you won't. You
pay for a bootleg app. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking crazy. Ain't no way in hell. I'm not paying. I'm not putting my fucking. Oh, yeah, you tripping. I ain't putting my credit card in no goddamn bootleg app. You crazy as hell.
Yeah. If you say I'm paying for the subscription to be able to watch in all the games and all that, hell yeah. Compared to the what's name? But I think you only can do like one TV per
Yeah, I'm not fucking with that.
And outraged after a teacher told him A father shocked and outraged after a teacher told his daughter to keep a secret from him.
A secret about what was happening to her at school.
My kids are my everything, and they're going to tell me everything.
Jonathan Washington knew something wasn't right when he picked up his 2 kids from Sage Montessori Charter School on Thursday.
My son had just told me right off the top that, hey, Brianna, you need to tell Dad what happened.
A classmate she's had trouble with before asked her an inappropriate question.
Have you seen a black penis?
Brianna, a 4th grader, was also called the N-word. Then she says her teacher told her not to talk about it.
She said, don't tell your dad.
Washington was in shock. He went straight to the teacher and recorded their conversation on his cell phone, which he shared with News 13.
Why would you tell her, don't tell me that?
Because I thought we resolved the problem.
Washington says he had a right to know.
I am not going to make a big deal out of every single thing that happens to children, especially with
not a big deal.
But it was a big deal for Brianna and her dad.
Because I don't like things like that, and it scares me. Then why do you keep hanging out with these people?
Blaming my daughter for this incident.
Washington is worried about what his daughter is learning.
You taught my daughter to lie to me. You were trying to teach my daughter to lie to me. It didn't work.
We shouldn't be telling our students that.
The school's head administrator, Felix Garcia, also has a problem with how the teacher handled the situation.
I'm going to conduct a full investigation, and then depending on the investigation, we will look at what needs to be done.
And Washington says he won't stop until something is done.
You can't do your job. That's all that you proved to me, is that you can't do your job as a teacher. That's all. Hang up your coat.
Yeah,
A father shocked.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He better than me. If whoever this girl's mother is, I would have had my baby moms go up there and whoop the teacher ass. Ain't no way in hell some fucking little boy gonna ask my daughter has she ever seen a black dick, and we just gonna let that slide. Like, I get it. He couldn't do nothing because this nigga was swole as shit. So you can't sit here and put your hands or press out no goddamn female teacher. But whoever that little girl mother is, or whatever woman you dating, nigga, she would have had to come and put hands and fucking feet on that teacher, because that's absolutely crazy out of pocket. Yeah, I got that app already. That junk. Yeah. I want to say you sent it to me before, because I forgot what TV show I was trying to watch and you sent it to me before. But again, we here each and every Tuesday. Like, share, and subscribe. If you made it this far in the episode, please be careful. The holidays is right here around the corner. We almost head to the new year, so please just stay. If you ain't got to be moving around, stay in the house as much as possible. And I ain't gonna lie, this is the only thing I hate about this time of the year is, like, you can't, man, if you made it this far, especially for the men who listening and you ain't really heavy on the going into the stores, bro, whatever grocery shopping you got or your little snacks you need to pick up, you better do that shit before Wednesday, because anytime by from Thursday to fucking Christmas, all the stores gonna be jam-packed. Like, I can't even go into the dollar store and get shit in peace, because I ran into the dollar store the other day to just get my little energy drinks and shit. Man, it was like niggas was already in there, coming in there buying fucking wrapping paper and gift bags. I know for a fact that by next week, by this time, y'all hear this, by the time after Thursday, nigga, it's gonna be a wrap. Every store in the line is gonna be long as shit. Like, ain't no last minute. Like, I even sit here and need to get myself some new pillows. I was like, man, I'm doing that shit today, because I already know trying to go into Walmart or something by next Sunday, nigga, please. Ain't even nowhere in hell. I ain't even thinking about that. I ain't trying to go to nobody's store come next week. Like, whatever I ain't got, I won't get it until after Christmas. That's
during the day, be like that.
Yeah, not doing it. Yeah, probably not during the day. Not during the day. If you probably go early during the day, like if you go to like Walmart or something, like off the early, soon as it open, you probably be cool. That's why I be trying, even when I go to the dollar store, even off the regular, I try to go is like at least like I give them an hour to be open. So I try to at least be in a dollar store like no later than 11 o'clock. Like, I try to go in there by like 11, give them a few hours to be open, get their shelves together. But yeah, you go in there after 11, it's a wrap. If you try going to the dollar store like around anytime after 3 o'clock, yeah, there'd be too many people in there for me.
I think that's the thing I just hate about just going, like, dog, why do y'all have these fucking shit? Like, I mean, I guess maybe it's just Walmart and that's where I'm always at. But it's just like, dog, y'all can do this shit after hours, like when people are not in the store, like the putting up shit on the shelves and all that shit. Like, I hate that shit. Like,
what you mean?
Like, they be having this shit in the middle of the, like, you got to walk around the little crates.
Oh man, well, yeah, you must ain't never been in a Dollar Tree then, because nigga, they do that shit all day long in the Dollar Tree. Like that nigga.
No, but even I mean,
they be leaving this shit like in the middle of the aisle. Like, they got big ass cots that they using to fill the shelves back up. Nigga, they just leave that shit in the middle of the joint. You got to move it around.
But that's what I'm saying. But like Walmart got these big ass, like, you know how they be their shit just be in the middle. I'm like, dog, how the fuck can I even get to the house? Like, y'all got this shit in the middle.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I mean, again, I told y'all, no judgment. If y'all go into a Target these last couple of days, I'm not judging you. It is because guess what? I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna just because we're close to the end to the episode, so I don't care. Dog, Target is just so fucking clean. Dog, it's so fucking easy to just find shit. And I do, and let's be clear, I understand why people just spend so much money because it's so easy for you just to see shit. So you probably wasn't explaining to go in there for, you end up picking it up. You know why? Because you can see it. When you go in fucking Walmart, that shit is so fucking cluttered. It's so much bullshit. You probably don't even get nothing. You probably don't even get the shit you go into Walmart looking for because you can't fucking find it because they got so much shit all over the fucking place. Like, Target got too much shit, dog. And I ain't gonna lie to you, Target, y'all some petty motherfuckers. I people what y'all be doing too. They be putting, like, they got the basketball cards and on them Jones say only in Target. Like, they had some Jones where it was like, what's my white man name this to play for the Mavericks? Fucking Cooper. Like, he had his own little box of cards, but them shits literally said Target limited edition. Bitch, I ain't buying these. I ain't even supposed to be in this motherfucker. Like, the fuck is y'all doing? But again, like I said, man, like, share, and subscribe each and every fucking week. Please be careful. The holidays is here. You made it. You literally only a couple of days away from 2026. Please stay safe, take care of yourself, and dog, slow down because it's gonna be black ice out here because the weather gonna keep getting colder and these fake little snow flurries and rain. I mean, it's gonna be black ice. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. And please lay off your fucking horn. Do not, like, I don't want to see people that I know sitting here getting into some fucking road rage shit and something happened to you before the holidays because you sitting here leaning on your horn and gotta be beeping your horn to death. Give yourself some time because some people gonna drive slow and none of y'all motherfuckers act like y'all know how to drive around none of these areas with these shopping centers with them damn circles around. I don't know why the fuck they made them shits. Oh my God. Niggas cannot drive around them circles.
You know why they made them shit? Motherfuckers be flying around.
Niggas, well, they don't make it no better. Niggas cannot, I swear to God.
No,
if you want to see niggas who can, I don't give a fuck where it's at. It could be Baltimore, it could be Virginia, it could be PG County. Any shopping center that got them fucking circles around them, I swear to God, y'all motherfuckers cannot drive around them circles. And I've seen it everywhere from Baltimore, Virginia to Prince George's County, Montgomery County, all of them. If it got a fucking shopping center, especially during the holidays, and the shit, that fucking shopping center right there in Woodmore Town Center, like that shit is, I don't give a fuck what time of the day it is. That shit is always packed. Like, do y'all motherfuckers work over in that goddamn area? Because I swear to God, it could be the middle of the day and it's a bunch of motherfuckers who cannot drive riding around that fucking circle. Like, oh my God, that is my driving pet peeve is them fucking circles and people in fucking DC on them fucking bikes. Oh my God. Like, share, subscribe. I'll holler at y'all next week.